Good eye, champ. I want cargo fast. Car wash. I love that the car wash logo is just boobs. Like, excellent. How do I make cargo fast? US muscle tuner. Really annoying that the tuners are spread out. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna go there. And then we can start. Okay, we can start like right here. You sure it's your eyes and not your brain? Hi! I can't see without my glasses, bro.
Your destination.
I love making fun of me too, but I'm innocent on this one. We may be an army of idiots, but a fighting force we're not. Well,
you were driving in the wrong direction.
I'm really glad that was funny because I just drove into a wall reading it, or a tree, whatever that was. It was great. Like, I literally can't. Like, my preview window is tiny because my monitor is tiny. I almost switched the monitors out today. I was curious. I was like, I wonder if a 16:9, like a regular size monitor, would fit on this little set of drawers that this monitor is sitting on. So I can actually have a full-size monitor, because especially after the new OBS update, it's like it's not made to run in 4:3 anymore, and it looks terrible, and it's driving me absolutely apeshit. Also, if I had a bigger monitor, I could see more of chat, and I can make the text bigger.
Turn right.
But
your destination
there's that.
Is 1.5 miles.
Oh! This car functions. This is a functioning vehicle. I hate it here. I have too many monitors. I'm willing to bet I have more monitors than you. I'm willing.
Mile away.
I have 4. What's up? I have 6.
Your destination is a half a mile.
That's a wall. I'm nutting. Hi, nutting. I'm Arrow. On a single PC? Oh, no, don't be silly. My graphics card would simply explode.
You have reached your destination.
I was trying to get a Seto last night, so if you were there on Monday, if you were there on Monday, then you would have heard some dude join the stream and like, wow, your stream looks terrible. Why does your game look like shit? And I was like, maybe I should look into this actually. I shouldn't write this dude off just because he kind of came in here with an attitude. So I looked into it and I was like, holy shit. My Assetto looks terrible, and I spent the day fixing it, or the night, and I put everything to max settings, and then the game was like, we refuse to run at 60 frames per second. I was like, oh,
it's
okay,
live
sure.
Solar Crown and the starting line of this new Speed Trap Challenge. It's time to see which of our competitors has real guts.
As opposed to fake guts. Understood. There's a gear there. Suck me. I want you to suck me, Tess. Don't you dare. Seems like the Wilder brothers are squabbling with Stuart again. We literally tied. That's comedy. I'm catching him now. Ah, I'm dumb. I thought it showed the second score if I was leading. It doesn't. It just shows the highest, which is me. I am the highest man alive in this race here today. Man, I'm so mad. So my glasses were supposed to be here today. Well, they weren't, but they're supposed to be here this week. So I checked the mail today, hoping. They're not. They're not here. And I'm mad about that because... Let me try going this way first. I had to put in a new contact today because the other one expired. And this one is not fitting right. It is bothering the shit out of my right eye. And like I took it out, I flipped it. I was like, maybe I'm stupid, and I put it in backwards. I don't know. This is gonna go very fucking well. How goes Aero in chat? I can't speak for chat, obviously, but I'm good. I'm all right. I would like to be able to see. I'm kind of... Oh! 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 Okay. Well, all right. My plan of going to the fourth one first, completely fucking backfired. I got this one down, though. Yeah. Oh, fuck you, Stuart. That's really annoying when the AI is going a different direction, isn't it? You son of a bitch. Man, my contact is like not sitting in my eye right, and it's really bothering me. But I tried taking it out and flipping it and like putting it in a few times, and it just did not make a difference. Haha, penis, by the way, before that joke gets made. Any whomst? Is there any other one that's in? Oh, this one's definitely involved in speed. Podiums are good though, especially if it's GT. Oh, GT4. I misread it.
Today, there's no need.
I wanted to do a whole season of GT4, and what I chose to do about that was nothing.
Drive as fast as possible.
I might do some Pro Truck officials tomorrow before YES2. I might take a break from YES2 too. I talked about this a little bit last week. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing about that. I know I need to do something. Thanks, bud. Guy saw Mercedes coming at him at full tilt. Was like, yeah, I'm my head out. Time to get drinks. Don't read the chat. I hate it. Scuba. I was gonna complain about how bad the car audio is in this game, but it came out in 2011, so it gotta be a little bit nicer. Skitty pitty. That's a reference. Oh no, the German. They're back! They're here! Logitech or Madman? Yeah, who had Logitech having a direct drive in their 2022 bingo calendar? Fuck. I'm hoping it's good enough. I hate that it doesn't tell me until it's too late. Nope, not even close. Oh, you know what? I lied. It was close. 9 days until service due. I know what you're referencing. No, because I've hidden it in an underground car park, and I'm not going to tell anyone where it is. It's cheeks, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch that far in the traction video. Oops. But also, I was trying to fall back asleep. So, how much do they want for it? Because in fairness, when you're buying a Logitech product, holy fuck! Never mind. That's ridiculous. I was like, when you're buying a Logitech product, you're kind of paying for a premium for the brand name, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because if it's a Logitech, and at the end of the day, it should just function. Like, it should just work on what you need it to work on. But that is expensive. Those pedals are not, I don't think, worth that much money. Yeah, but if Rich was playing on his if he's a G920 user, he has no idea what Newton meters feel like. I believe it was this car, Cisco, like this exact car. Okay, I'm gonna try that route one more time, and if it doesn't work, I gotta go to a different way. Yeah, 1,500 pounds or 1,500 euros is a little ridiculous for that, because you're going into like actual direct drive territory, not... John came in the video. Let's go. I can't believe John Traction came.
Okay, so that guy just saw the Germans, said I can see you, I can quit, and I just fucking died on the spot.
Yeah, you know, as you do. It's all gonna come down to what Thrustmaster's direct drive shit does. In fairness, the Logitech product looks really good. Looks really good. The wheel rim looks a bit cheap, but like as long as the base is good and the pedals look fantastic. I looked at the pedals and looked at my pedals and went, those are nice fucking pedals. Like, I didn't think I'd live in a world where Logitech had a nice set of pedals, but the price is a little silly. Direct drives have been getting cheaper and cheaper, and that definitely is not that. Yeah, it couldn't have been by much. It wasn't by 11 points. I don't think I was going the right way. I spelled attitude with like 6 T's there. Anywho, oh, is Cisco explaining the joke? Alright, I must end it now. Maybe it's making a glider so it can escape. Okay. Back to the caterum. My happy place. I am pleased. I am cheesed to meet you.
The engines are heating up on the starting line.
No!
The final moment.
I need to know what's happening with Stuart and the Wilder brothers again.
Begins. What surprises will Solar Crown give us?
I might be in
this
second
time?
gear. I'm very stiff. Hi, stiff. I'm Arrow. Or hi, very stiff. Sorry. I also love that this sound is literally just ripped from Project Torque. I'm a tree. Do you got wood? X D D D D D D D D D D D. Oh boy. D D D D D D D. Fur Sona? Don't you mean your fern Sona?
Here we go.
That's why I'm here, baby. I'm here to bring the chuckles. Leave. Go fuck yourself. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. They were out of my, I buy like pre-mixed like creamer just so I can keep it in the fridge and I don't have to worry about like having cream and sugar downstairs, and I don't drink my coffee black because I'm not 50. I can, I just don't want to. Jesus, this car's hard to drive. But they ran out of double or like original flavor. And I bought French vanilla, and I was like, I don't know if it's going to be good. It tastes like pillowy mounds of marshmallows. I messed up the quote, but that's fine. If you know what I was quoting, then you know the voice should have been enough. What's up, prop? Tank gets himself into a series of scenarios that he's well aware. Also, Kohai, or by that joke, or by that stretch, I'll take it you liked my tree joke. I was kind of afraid to branch off into that one, but well, trust me, if you were on my wood, you wouldn't be so indifferent. Woo! Thanks guys for being here, by the way, on the website that doesn't exist as of today. We're on the worst website ever. So, I'm grateful you guys to live out the last day of Twitch with me here before the apocalypse. That's definitely going to happen tomorrow. If it hasn't already happened. Did I lose my license plate? The sparks look like I'm just pooping out things. Yeah, Twitter was on one today. Twitter had a lot of valid points, but Twitter had a lot of fucking doom posting today too. For those who haven't seen it, first of all, congratulations. I'm very stoked for you that you have no idea what I'm talking about. But Twitch put out a new policy today that in 2023, June 2023, they're going to be cutting the subscriber payouts. So right now, if you have a special like contract with Twitch, like if you're a partner and then on top of being a partner, you've signed a little thingamajig, you get 70% of your not your ad revenue, your subscriber revenue. And in 2023, they're getting rid of it only if you make over $100,000 a year. And apparently the world's falling apart. Apparently this is the end times now. Apparently the Twitch is a horrible website and fucking terrible and blah 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 blah. Yep. You'd be like, I understand why people are mad, but also there's so many people blowing it way the fuck out of proportion. It's hilarious. So I saw Twitch was trending today and people were mad about it. So when I woke up, right? So here's your context. I saw that and I was like, I want a circuit. There we go. I was like, I should probably, just check Twitter trending and see what's up. And I checked Twitter trending. I saw what's up. Yeah, I can't wait, prop. I can't wait for all these. I saw like 5 tweets today from people, and I'm gonna say this a lot, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but ad revenue split affects those who are making over $100,000 a year through Twitch alone, not total, just Twitch. And on top of that, they need a special contract, a 70-30 contract, or whatever they have. I can't wait for the people who have 7 average viewers to switch to YouTube, get 2 average viewers, realize it's a much worse website, and come right the fuck back. Don't get me wrong, Twitch also sucks now, and it's terrible. I think that's why a lot of people are mad, is that Twitch was like, we're this alternative. We're not like a big corporation like YouTube is. Stop bullying me. She fucking killed me though. Holy shit, I'm dead. I'm still dying. I'm just gonna do that, I think. I've never used this button in a while, but like I've just been murdered. She shoved me into the curb. I got killed by the curb and then hit again. Very cool. But like, if I had done what I just did on YouTube, my stream probably would have been taken down for copyright. Like, it's like Twitch introduces something shitty and people forget that YouTube is equally of a shitty website. I don't know. Twitter didn't make sense to me today. I get why people are mad, to a point. I think that it's not a bad... Oh my god, hopefully this is a really long track. Holy shit, I may have made a poor choice. I don't think it's a bad thing to want every streamer to have 70-30 sub revenue, especially when, you know, it's literally Amazon. But what else did they introduce today? Because it was more than that. They're dropping the payment threshold to $50 instead of $100, which a lot of people said is a band-aid, and I agree. I still think that doing more for streamers would be cooler, but at the same time, I have a hard time being like furious at a website for not doing something they didn't promise. You know, if they were like, we're gonna up rev splits, we're gonna make sure that affiliates and like every partner has 70-30, and then they change their mind, I'd be a lot more angry. But this is literally like the community's like, you should do this, and they're like, we're not gonna do that. I don't know. I could be like, yeah, it's kind of stupid, but like, I'm not gonna be like, this is bullshit. What's up, Regen? Are you here to engage in the discourse? Uh-oh. I'm eating Taco Bell. I fucking hate you. I wish Taco Bell delivered to my fucking house, dude. Like at the end of the Nick, your TLDR is people have a right to be mad, but I think people, like a lot of people, just want to be mad. Again, so I put out a tweet today, and I got vibe checked by a few people, and rightfully so. But at the same time, what I saw on Twitter when I looked to see what the fuck was going on were people with like 100 followers. And I'm not gonna say I looked into their channels, because that's just crazy. I didn't. But if you have 100 Twitter followers, you're not getting. I don't think you're making over $100,000 a year on Twitch. And they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving to YouTube. This sucks. You don't give a fuck about us." I'm like, this literally does nothing to do with you. This policy at this moment in time, right now, short term, has nothing to do with you. And people were like, well, you know, what's the point of being on Twitch if they're trying to stifle, like, growth? I'm like, they're not fucking doing that at all. Like, again, this policy only applies if you make over $100,000 a year and you're already on the funny contract. Like, it is so situational. So I don't know in what world where you're gonna go from streaming Fortnite to 5 people to making over 100 grand in like a year. But okay, I'm here for your confidence, man. Like, awesome, congrats. However, the people who are angry of this is just another crappy thing because it's not cool. You know, it's not cool to them be like, yeah, we could introduce 70-30, but we're just gonna not do that. when things like September have been getting progressively worse, ads are getting more and more aggressive. Which, if small streamers have anything to be angry about, it's pre-roll ads. If streamers have anything to be angry about, it's pre-roll ads, and what Twitch wants you to do, fuck off, to get rid of the pre-roll ads. I'm gonna have to redo this race, by the way. I'm glad I picked this car. It's more of a challenge. Where was it going with that? But I completely understand the logic of like, hey, you're making us not want to grow on this platform because you keep introducing really shitty policies. Like, sure. Like, I'm not leaving Twitch anytime soon. They haven't said or done anything that's made me go, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean? However, it is getting more and more exhausting trying to defend them through all of this shit. But like the payout thing, I have no, like, I understand the overarching issue of they should be paying small streamers more, and like focusing on getting more payouts to smaller channels and that kind of stuff. Like, sure, I'm about that. But at the same time, the world's not fucking ending. Unless you're making over 100 grand in a year. I blew it, by the way. Unless you're making over 100 grand in a year, this isn't affecting you at all. At all. If anything, your life gets better. So if you want to be mad about, like, the precedent, that's awesome. But at the same time, I don't want to hear people like, oh, the 70-30 split, they're getting rid of it? Oh, yeah, I'm quitting. Like, brother. You stream twice a week to nobody. See how I'm not? I literally make my living on this website, and I'm not perturbed about it. However, the precedent that is setting of like Twitch has introduced another thing that's kind of a negative that nobody asked for, instead of fixing all the shit they should be fixing. Yeah, if you heard today that Twitch is on fire and terrible and the worst website ever, either the person who told you was just very excited to get mad this morning, didn't do their research, or is a little bit too passionate for their own good. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, I mean, there is a valid reason to be upset, Nick. I don't want to invalidate a lot of people's frustration with the platform. But at the same time, I saw a couple of really funny takes on Twitter today of people that I know are very hobby streamers. Like, they're not pulling in thousands of dollars a month. Like, it's not their full-time job. And they're like, yeah, I'm quitting. I'm like, come on, guys. I'm moving to YouTube. I'm like, YouTube is just as bad, if not worse of a fucking company. Like, oh, Twitch doesn't do moderation. So what is Twitch, as a platform, what is Twitch known for being shitty? Their moderation sucks. Ads, not discoverability. Getting ahead of myself. Payouts, I suppose, because YouTube's payouts are just better. Latency. Server stability. I'm not trying to like trivialize, that's it, right? Like, granted, like what we got off the top there were pretty big issues, but okay. Maybe I'm forgetting some, but what's YouTube known for in terms of a shitty platform? Their DMCA's fucking atrocious. I watched Summoning Salt get a video taken down today for community guidelines, and he has no fucking clue what those guidelines are. Unless you reach out to Team YouTube on Twitter and they decide to reach back to you, there is no way of getting a hold of YouTube support for anything ever. Even if you're a partner, it's an uphill battle. I don't know if there still is, but someone today on Twitter was like, well, Twitch has got something child exploitation. So YouTube is just as bad, if not worse. The YouTube chats and comment sections are cesspools because they're full of bots and fucking idiots. There's no real way to ban people. YouTube, for a streaming platform, is hilarious. The actual streaming's great. You can run like a super high bit rate, make everything look super nice. However, the chats are garbage. The moderation tools are garbage. There's no like, tools for mods at all in streams, and the discoverability is laughable. So, I mean, YouTube is apparently actively working on that, but at the same time, and a lot of people point, oh, look at all these big streamers that are leaving for YouTube. They're all being paid a fuck ton of money to do that. And on top of that, it's guaranteed income. YouTube far too political. It is such a big website that I think you're seeking out political things. I use YouTube every day, and I just watch Fallout 4 challenge videos and cooking shows. If you think YouTube is too political, you need to start changing up what you watch, because you're getting recommended that shit. I do not watch any sort of politic anything on YouTube, and do not get any sort of politic thing in return. Yeah, it's not just Susan's fault. Susan, unfortunately, is the one that's going to take the L for this, but it's Twitch introduces something that kind of sucks, and everyone thinks YouTube is like the perfect platform, like there's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, they have been so awful for so long that people are just complacent with them being awful. And I don't know what's worse, Twitch on a downward trend, or YouTube being so bad that people are just like, That's another valid point too, and people that happens on this website too. Don't get it twisted. That is an internet problem, not a specific platform problem, I don't think. I did it. All I had to do was drive really well and not hit anything. God, who would have thought? I don't know. Like I said, I think a lot of the criticism from people I actually spoke to one-on-one was fine and made a lot of sense. But a lot of the quote retweets and like people in the comments and stuff, I'm like, you guys are you just want to be upset, I think. Like, I think you're just here to be angry. Like, don't let your life be that negative, my friend. I did see like one good take today from somebody who was upset, and normally this dude has really shitty takes. Like everything's bad and nothing's good enough. But he said, since you're getting rid of the 70-30 split,
live from the starting line for a new challenge of Solar Crown. Who will win?
Why
today?
not? Or since you're getting rid of 70-30 split for those who are making over $100,000, why not have everybody make 70-30, and then once you make over 100 grand, you go down to 50-50? Like, they will never do it. They'll never do that, but that's a good idea. I like that idea. Twitch gets their pound of flesh from the people making the most money on the platform. And I said this on Twitter today too. If you're making over 100 grand just on subs and bits and ads, there's no way Twitch is your only means of income. Absolutely not. Either you're selling merch, or you're posting on YouTube, or you're posting on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. There's no fucking way that you're only making money on this platform if you're that big of a creator. So like, for them to lose, what's 20%? Like $2,000? No, it'd be 20,000, right? For them to lose 20 grand for every $100,000 above the 100,000 they've already made, right? So if they make another 100, so they make $200,000 a year, they lose 10,000, and then that's repeating. For them to lose that much money is a drop in the bucket for them. But to open that up for people like us, where if you're making like 100 subs a year or 100 subs a month, upping that by 20% is going to be a big fucking deal. So I was like, you know what? They'll never fucking do it. But, and I guess I get why they'll never do it, because you're making a little bit more money off the top, but then spending a lot more at the bottom. Or like take more money from ad revenue. Like, I don't know. There's got to be some sort of way for Twitch to get the pound of flesh that they want, and have everybody be happy. That's another thing too. Like people weren't really offering solutions on the internet on the Bird app either. People were just angry. I'm like, first of all, I said this before. I don't think you know what you're angry about. But two, how do we solve this problem other than just do the thing we told you to do? Because clearly that's not gonna work. So we need something that makes both sides happy. Another thing too is, you know what time of year it is? It's fucking TwitchCon in like a week, isn't it? A week or two? I guarantee you they're gonna drop some shit. They always do. Twitch falls apart near the end of September, and then they're like, here are all these cool things that are coming in a year, and people forget. So just wait. I don't know if that have anything to do with what's currently going on, but dude, it's how it works in real life. If you make over a certain amount of money, they just start charging you more, or taxing you more. I'm like, it's kind of weird that Twitch is upping taxes on the 1% of the 10% of the platform, but like, sure. It'd just be cool if it meant something for those who, you know, are not in that part of the platform. I'm not going to TwitchCon, no. Holy shit, I have like 40 bucks in my bank account. I submitted my invoice to TRAXION really strange. I sent it to the wrong email and forgot to like tag somebody in it, so I'm like 2 weeks behind on payment, and it's, I think, my fault, because other people got paid and I didn't. So I still owe my and my roommate's power bills because I needed to use her money. Don't ever do this, by the way. This is awful. I needed to use her money to put on my credit card at the time, so I still owe her part of the power. And the old Twitch payouts are not as good as they used to be, so is going on a rant, a mini rant about Twitch's practices, and then immediately talking about September in bad form. Can I do that? Am I allowed to do that? September makes me mad, actually. It used to be so rad, and it just fucking sucks now. Just in case you're not aware, if you're not currently subscribed, this goes for everybody, not just me. Subscriptions are 20% off right now, and if you want to subscribe for several months in advance, like 6 months or 3 months, you can do that too. I think those will both have, you see the Nightbot command there. They have their own discounts, but Twitch, it's slowly getting worse. So the first September, as far as I remember, everything was 50% off. Twitch just didn't take a cut for a month, which was huge. I know, like, I went from like 160 subscribers to like almost 400 in a month. It was crazy. And then a lot of people stayed on after that. So like, even after, like, in October, November, my sub count stayed up because people who got gifted the subscription stuck around for a little bit longer. We're like, oh no, this guy's got a small dick and he talks about it a lot. So like, I'm into that. He wants a large piece of silicone thrusted inside of him by a pretty woman, preferably with abs. So like, oh, great. Look at this guy go. Cisco with the tier 2. Welcome back to the Hot Boys, my dude. Thank you for supporting for as long as it's at 26 months. It feels like it's been a lot longer than that. Do you remember? We have already done that joke, unfortunately, Dorset, but I'm still here for it. Oh, hey, look, Nightbot. Hey, you know that bot? That Nightbot that was supposed to be there, so it's still there? I'm not still angry about it. I shouldn't be. I don't think anyone else is mad, except for me. I'm mad. But what the fuck was I saying? But yeah, like September used to be every subscription, whether it was I think the only ones that didn't count if you were automatically subscribed. It didn't take like that 50% off. So any new subscription, any gifted subscription, everything was 50% off. And then I think a year later, correct me if I'm wrong, a year later or a year or two later, they switched it so it's only like 25% off, and now it's only 25% off, but it's not no gift subs, and now it's like it's got to be, I don't know, they've slowly made it worse and worse and worse and worse to the point of where it's not worth getting excited over anymore. I'm like, my subscription count, unless someone's like a lapsed sub, even then, like 20% on $6 is like,
Hey
what,
there.
like 50 cents
What
tops?
drama?
Like, not even? Like, it's not going to be enough for them to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Again. The pressure of the competition.
They're squabbling again, by the way. I don't know if anyone else caught that. Like, that shit I'm mad about. That shit that's hurting smaller people. You know, like, when a subscription's only $2.50 versus, or $3 or whatever, versus $5 or whatever it is, and I go into a channel I've never been to before, or that I don't watch super often, or I'm just starting to watch, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Subs are half off. Why not? Or I'm like, or if I go into a channel that I'm already pretty comfortable in, I'm like, you know what? 5 gift subs costed me $25 before. Now it's 12. Fuck it. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, it's just an extra way to support, just for a month. But nope. Nope. It just sucks now. I still think they do take down like a week or two into October. I fucking died. Oh, why do they choose to continue doing this to me? I'm getting hit by a ghost tree. So it's coffee, not water, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Cisco, you're not wrong, but I'd wish you'd never have said that. Sheemstar, get out. Get out of my head. Oh shit, what's up, Nick? You know what they sell here now, by the way? I don't know if you saw me drinking it the other day. They sell Bang Energy here. I don't know where to find it, because I bought it when I went back and visited my mom, but you know, not that it's any competition for the one, the only Red Bull Energy, your only source of energy. Make sure to go buy, if you're looking to caffeinate your day, go grab a nice ice cold can of Red Bull energy drink. Red Bull, buy whatever good drinks are sold. Uh-oh, I did it again. I did it again. I am a fool. I'm so dead. Ghosts. Oh. I still like rain a lot. I unironically like Red Bull too. Like, I don't like Red Bull for the funny. It's just better, you know, with the funny. Green white gummy bear. That wasn't great. It was too sweet. Maybe my uncultured Canadian tongue just couldn't handle it. But I love Red Bull. I love Red Bull to do the thing that you're not supposed to do with Red Bull and mix it with other things. I also like Red Bull for being an energy drink that isn't super fucking caffeinated. So in Canada, the most... Can I ask where you're going to? Can I ask where you've come from? Is the car stolen, sir? I know what you're referencing. But like, was I saying? I like Red Bull because it's not a huge amount of caffeine. So if I want an energy drink, if I want a bit more of a kick than coffee, but don't want to like be vibrating on the wall, I can have like a regular size can of Red Bull. I don't like that it's expensive. That sucks, but it does what I want it to do, and it tastes fine. It's not that cool fruit flavor. It tastes like Coke. You know what I mean? To me, like Coke doesn't even taste good. It just tastes like Coke. Like I don't know. It tastes like caramel and chemicals. Like I don't know how else to put it. Stuff like Rain, Bang, Monster, I guess. Sometimes they taste better and sometimes they have more caffeine, but sometimes I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, Tess was chumming and she was chist.
I suppose congratulations are in order this time. But rest assured, you haven't heard the last of me. We'll meet again on the track soon enough.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I also have not heard the last of you. Come on over here, dude. I was like, ah, she won't catch me, and then I realized I'm driving like a toboggan. Like, I think I'm in trouble. All right. So what's... There's the A2. I now need A2 motor vehicle. What do we got in Mercedes? SLS or SLR McLaren? No, thank you. You can get a Gitter. World Classic is definitely not what I was looking for. What about... Oh, I remember what I want. We may have to go looking, but I remember what I wanted. It also depends. It very much depends on how it sounds. Ooh, used cars. Okay, so I might be buying 2 A2 cars. Yeah, I don't care about Chris. Your name's Chris, I'm sorry. Miss me. Now you wanna kiss me. I love this car. It's one of my favorite cars of all time. I'm upset that I can't choose the color, but...
Have fun.
Okay. It sounds like a thunderstorm. Let's go. I have level 21. All right, it doesn't necessarily sound as good as I would have liked, but that's okay. Is this classics? Yes. So European, Europe. That's all you got. British cars west. Ooh, the Jetta would be cool. The Sagres would be cool. I mean, I've got a lot of money. The Ascari would be cool. I mean, I have lots of money. I could just buy cars for the sake of it at this point. The C12 Zagato Spiker would be neat. I don't think I'm gonna buy one because I don't like the interiors that much. But and if I'm buying cars just for funny ha-has, then they might as well be cool, you know? Might I look at a drug deal? That's a great question. I'm really glad you brought that up. Just a suitcase of money. Have fun. Did I see Hummer? No, I must have been. Oh yeah, no. There is one other dealer. It's in Honolulu, and I don't know where it is. So this is what made TDU right now. I think what I'm going through at the moment, where like, do I need these cars? No, but I want them, so I'm going to buy them. That was the longest turn into a dealership. I wouldn't sell a guy a car if he went out to the dealer, missed the corner, did a full fucking donut, and then pulled in. I would be like, nah, you can leave. Absolutely not. The song rips too. It's a little slow, but... So, what we got? I should have bought the Range Rover. Oh no, it's a poopy one, but... There's the KZ1R Limited. Before this is a A-class? Okay. This is gonna compete with a Zonda in your fucking dreams. Ariel Adams supercharged. I'm definitely gonna buy one of these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I want one. Here's our side of the room, baby. Actually, let me have a conversation with... I like your dress. What do you call this cut up here? This looks rad. I mean, it might not be fun being choked by your dress all day, but that's up for your opinion. Sagaris, this car is disgusting, but in the best way. I love that these just don't do anything. This looks like a Noble. I know it's a Jetta, but it looks like a Noble. It looks like a Noble with like a Porsche Spider front end. And then where's the other car I wanted? There's 3 I thought I wanted from here. No, I guess not. So I want to drive the Jetta, so I'm gonna buy... Well, it depends on what sounds better, actually. Let's get in the car. That is a gauge cluster. Dress choking is 10 out of 10. No comment. Is this a 4-pot? What the fuck? Hold on. 400 horsepower. It could be a 4-cylinder turbo, but 2011, that's probably unlikely. 285. Oh, it is a V6. 410 horsepower. It's got to be a turbo, right? There's no way it's not turboed. Top speed 186 miles an hour. 3.57 seconds. Like, I'm buying it. Like, I want it. I'm just trying to decide which one I'm driving to the other dealership to buy the car that I don't need. And then this is a 4-liter 6-cylinder with 255 square. That's probably why it's so fucking snappy. Like a lot of snap oversteer in these. It's because the front tires are so wide. 192 mile an hour top speed, 5-speed. I think I'm gonna buy the Sagaris first. I don't think I want to drive it to the other dealer. Pink color. I love TVR. Give me some dumb shit, baby. Okay, maybe not that stupid. Yeah, that's the one. Nivea blue. And it's no extra cost. That's awesome. Interior, just black.
Here are the keys to your new car.
Fun fact, the reason my Jaguar is colored the way it is inspired by this color in TVR. It's just two colors. It's a this is an inline 6 and it sounds like a V8. The sounds of this game are definitely not great. Hey, welcome back. I want this one too. Oh, there's difficulty ratings? I never even saw those. This is 4. This is 3. How many are you? Ah, I've got another weapon on my hands. Understood. What was it? There's 4. This one's got to be 2. Okay. That's got to be 5. What? Okay. I like your poop shoots. I like your poop shoots. Buy. All right, what wheels can we get? Standard 20-inch carbons. They're all like them. They're not bad. Blue Storm. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you got paint swatches at random in GT, right? Morella Red. Ooh, that's not bad. Nightfall. Isn't that the James Bond movie? Piss. Vibrant yellow. Solid. As opposed to vibrant yellow liquid. Oh, I was going to get this in white, but it looks like the Batmobile in black. Silver. Orange. Verdigris. Isn't that like gray green? I don't think this is French, but it's every European language is fucking the same at this point. Almost all of them. Arctic blue. That's not bad. Whoa. I love champagne. I love like gray with a little bit of something else in it. This reminds me of that R34 color. You all know what I'm talking about? Like Millennium Jade, I think it is. Tan leather. I hate myself. I don't like seats that aren't black, but it seems like there's not a whole lot of interesting options for like stitching or interiors. I wouldn't mind like a different color headliner, maybe like a different color interior or stitching, but like I hate the color of these seats. I hate them. However, it might match the exterior a little bit. Sand leather with black Alcantara headliner. I think that's where I'm gonna go. Biscuit. Yeah, I want my seats to look like cookies. Like, fuck off. Somebody out there is like, I am gonna go sand leather with light gray, or sand leather with black Alcantara.
Here are the keys to your new car.
Dude, I can't do, like, I don't like colored interiors at all. I don't, it really, like, it's, actually, that's not entirely true. Case by case basis, but. Oh, this is a fast vehicle. Holy crap. So, might as well drive there, because we're not in a rush. Unless you guys got somewhere to be. It's gonna be a long fucking drive, but there is a Ferrari dealership in Honolulu somewhere in this general area. Let's see if we can find it. It's a Ferrari dealership, so I would assume it would be pretty like grandiose. How do you feel about Pagani interiors? Pagani and Spiker are exempt because they're stupid by design. Like, that's the whole point. And it's not like you're gonna drive it's not like you're gonna drive your Pagani every day. So like when you get into it and you see this fucking stupid, hold on, let's see if I can like fast travel to one and I'll prove my point. I'm just gonna put the GPS target like right here and then we'll just drive around. I'll do the Horizon thing and just discover all the roads, worst case scenario. That's a long drive, but it should be fun. Let me go, let my people go. Let me go here. So let's get into one of these. I could have bought a Pagani. So where's the C12S4 or whatever the fuck it's called? I think it's this little guy right here. So this is one that I could have bought, but I'm gonna buy one later. So I'm not really sold. But like, look how stupid it looks in here. But it's part of the whole thing. Like, it's all carbon. It's already gross. And then it's got the red accents with the orange paint. These aren't fans. They're like missiles. Like, I'm in a wind tunnel. The switches do this. Like, it's hilarious. Like, it's a comic book in there. But that's the whole point. So I get it. When it comes to like hypercars with stupid interiors, like, it makes way more sense. This is a bit more tame because it's black on black. But like, the point still stands. Like, look how wacky this interior is. Actually, this one's not too bad. The Spiker has definitely got, like, in this game at least, this prize for the most hilarious interior. You know, I don't hate the black on red here because it's the one red stripe and it's all carbon. I think this is the one that I used in my last playthrough because I wanted the Roadster. And as far as I know, the Zonda F is like just as the same as the Cinque or whatever, however you say it. What's wrong with it? Nothing. But if this was in a Toyota Corolla, it would be disgusting. That's my point. Well, at least in my opinion. You can think whatever you want. But like the wheel is different. The wood grain with the red interior is just not doing it. And then there's too many colors and big vents. But in a multi-million dollar, like imagine you're sitting in like a Corolla or a Hyundai right now. This interior makes no fucking sense. Like, it's just weird. However, in a Zonda, it works because it's the point. That's the whole point. Like a bit more of a silly, like grandiose interior is literally the whole point. If that just had like a plain black Alcantara interior, it would be boring. But because it's got like a goofy interior, I don't necessarily say goofy is a bad thing. That's cool, Reflexor. You could think that. That sounds condescending. I don't mean it to. Like, it generally just is your opinion. Cars is subjective, and that's the cool part about it. I am going to fast travel to here, because the C12 Zagata will absolutely prove my point. I hope. Is this the decking to Paris you see here, too? Yeah, this also a interesting interior. It looks like the back of a boat. Like, I couldn't live in this every day. This is... Oi, oi. Maybe the C12 will be not as bad. Oh, there's 3 spikers. Where's the other spiker? But like, this is loud. Like, it's cool. I don't want to see that every day. Holy shit. Look at the fucking... Oh, my God. Holy shit. Look at the real estate here. I could land a plane there. Holy moly. Yeah, it's not... They're not necessarily bad. I think like a sillier interior... In terms of, like, not silly is in a bad way. Like, just a bit more... Like, I don't want to say, like... What's the opposite of plain? You know what I mean? Like, how do I describe that properly? It's loud. It fits the car a lot more. I don't like loud interiors on like cars you're supposed to drive all the time. But in stuff like that, to me, it makes more sense. All right, we're on a 28-mile journey here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching the YouTube VOD, first of all, thank you. Holy shit. I saw that this morning, too. What the fuck? I have a 30,000 subscriber YouTube channel, and I'm more stoked about the 300 one. It's very funny. Ooh, the overrun on this actually sounds pretty nice. But I hope the new game has a bunch of, I don't say weird, but like a Jetta 400 whatever is kind of an odd choice. Well, it's not odd. Uncommon, I think, is... I'm here. I want to check out the sportswear place. I don't want to dress up like a fancy lady no more. Maybe there'll be normal people shoes here. I know there won't be, but I want to check it out. I forget what I was talking about now. Damn it. Why are your legs cold, lady? You in Hawaii. It's very warm here. Tommy don't understand why you wear the sock go up leg. Why your leg cold? Just wear pant. Court shoes. They're pumps, bro. What court? You're not what game of tennis are you playing in these? Oh. Okay, these are fire. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. These are fire. Okay. They're literally Converse heels. I'm so fucking here for this. The item is unavailable because you have not reached the discovery level required in this area. Well, what the fuck? Okay, well. Jogging trousers. What's up, John? Converse heels? Listen, they're stupid, but I still like them. Little pencil skirts. What about, like, jeans? Like, what about, like, regular ass pants? Oh. Oh, showing the tummy? That's powerful. What? In what fucking world? Are you letting traffic through? Oh, man. Brutal. Everything I want is literally... I need to discover things. I hate it here. I actually don't mind my shirt. All right, goodbye, lady. I'll go look at some more stuff so I can buy your thing. Could you imagine walking to a clothing store and they're just like, absolutely not. You haven't looked at enough things. All right, well, we got a long fucking drive, so hopefully we discover some stuff on the way. Oh, I'm getting the Converse high heels. I'll buy other things to make it work. I don't care. That's the closest thing to regular shoes I've seen for a female character in this game. I thought it said Blue Greg. Oh yeah, the overrun actually sounds really nice. It still does not sound like a 6-cylinder. It sounds more like a 4, but... Actually, I can check that right now. We're in Hawaii 2. Electric Boogaloo. Progress and objectives. I haven't checked this in a while. Discovery. 4 out of 15. I don't even know what to... Oh, that's my level. Gotcha. Completion. Racing school, 80%. Championship, 73. Cups. Okay, so this is what we're trying to 100%. Luckily, I'm really happy about this. Luckily, it doesn't... these are separate, so I just need to make sure all of these are 100. Takedown. It's my collector ranking. I don't know. I guess I would have to buy every car and every house and find all this. I don't know what to do for those. Discovery. Okay, so these events are part of the discovery too. I didn't know that. I was gonna just like once I beat all the races, kind of just drive around and grab stuff. Or do these like one-time events because it looks like they'd be fun, but I just kind of want to get through the racing stuff first. And then obviously the social shit, I can do nothing here. I can't do anything because the game's offline, so. I can do the photo challenges and stuff. It kind of depends on how much of this game you guys want to see. I know that I'm saying this is a 100% run, but normally what I mean by that is I'm just doing all the events. So we'll see. I don't mind the chill vibe that this game gives out, where we can kind of just talk and not really have to worry, especially if I'm just like, you know what, 25 miles? Yeah, let's just drive it. Why not? I've been fast traveling too much. Unlock all shoes %. How are you doing, by the way? I haven't spoken to you in forever. Most because anytime you try to talk to me, it's just you going on Twitter, haha, boobs. I'm like, yup. Mm-hmm. Don't know how to respond to that. Okay. I've had a day. Do you require a hot beverage? Some soup, perhaps? Hope yours was better. Mine's just starting, so we can go either way, right? Oh. I say I have coffee, but I don't know if you're a coffee person. I've still have my whole pot. I have to go up and get my mason jar to put my extra coffee away. I love my house right now, dude. Everybody in this house is a coffee fiend. Like, we all have a lot in common now, which is dope. Oh, shiny. I'll save you! Moving and literally swamped with art. Are you still living in the Yuck Yuck town? I don't want to dox you, obviously, but are you still living where you're currently living with your current living situation? Oh, that was a good noise. Now my car's covered in poo. I mean, I do have to discover all the thingamajigs, right? Like, for 2 more weeks. I'm glad you're finally getting out of there, at least. I have faith. I have faith. I hope your night gets better, by the way, Paula. I don't like to see you unhappy. I don't like to see people that make me happy unhappy. How's our week been, chat? In 3 sentences or less. I don't really get to talk to you guys like one-on-one for Traction stuff because I'm normally doing something. And then me and Ryan are busy doing our own thing on Tuesdays, so it's not really a chat-centric, what do you call it, stream. Oh shit, what's up, Eth? Long time no see. How we doing, brother? I just wanted to discover it. Overslept and was late for work. You too? I went to bed at like a mildly reasonable time for me, which is like 4 or so in the morning. Actually, I lied. It was 5:45. I thought I misremembered. Lie's not the right word. And then I woke up at like 10 for no reason and did not fall back asleep till noon. So I slept till like 5 and I'm exhausted. Impending doom as per usual. Yeah.
At the next intersection, turn left.
I thought that said near Poland.
Turn left.
It's like, that's a alpha. That's not even an alpha. That's a 370. Spark plug threads I fried. What are you, Brian O'Connor? Now me and the mad scientist gotta open up the block and replace all the piston rings you fried. Oh. It's not bad to be in a routine, John. I've just chosen to do the opposite of that. It sucks. If anyone's like, oh man, I wish I could like stay up all night, sleep all day. No, you don't. Imagine all your friends going to bed like when you're making lunch. It's awful. There'll be nights where it's like 4 in the morning. And I'm like, oh, I want to chill with some Bo. Okay. It is 4 in the morning.
At the next intersection, turn left. Turn left.
What did he do? He rotary swapped it. I'm lying. I told lies on the internet. Can you believe that? Oh, the overrun actually sounds fantastic in this. This still sounds like a 4-cylinder, but don't honk at me. This is my world. You're just living in it. I didn't violate any traffic. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I used to live that life prop back in the day. Did I just pull that dude's bumper out? Stop! Jesus. I've only used one car for every tier so far, but for whatever reason, I'm going crazy for A2. I guess because you're more of the like high-end sports cars, low-end supercar territory now, so there's more interesting choices. A lot of the tiers leading up to this were pretty limited on choice, but granted, you know, if you're not going to have a completely evenly balanced car list, I'd rather it be more balanced towards the top, as long as the progression doesn't suffer. What is this? It's a car dealer. Oh, it's the European dealer. I wish they showed up on the map, like the mini map, because I see something like that, and I'm like, oh, new location. It's not a new location. It's funny you say that. We're on the way to Ferrari dealership right now. Well, we're on the way to the city where I know there is one. But I don't know where it is. Just a fucking limo. Puro sangue? Is that just pure blood? Ferraris just sound really nice in this game. Honestly, the better the car sounds, the more I'm inclined to buy it. Come on, coward! Wimp. He hop. Oh, yo, this is literally just a Lotus Evora. Honestly, I think that's what this game did really well, is what I'm doing right now. Like, at the time, we didn't have Forza, we didn't have Assetto, we didn't, like, there wasn't really other cruising or games that were fun to just drive around at, not pedestrian speeds, but also I don't need to do 200 everywhere, if that makes sense. Like, this game with decent physics and a wheel would probably be a lot of fun. Like, why would I drive 25 miles in any other game when I could just fast travel? Should probably go in the fast lane with my RP. Before anybody makes fun of me, don't act like you didn't do this as a kid. There's two kinds of people in this world. Those who pretended to follow the rules in Grand Theft Auto when they were younger, and liars. That always fucked me up in video games, Takedown. Like, I guess it makes sense in canon, because, like, if you live in a city where there's literally, like, the only crime is street racing, then, like, yeah, sure, I guess the police are going to know a little bit more about cars and make some models. But, like, yeah, I've got a Spiker C. You don't know what the fuck that is, John Police. Especially when it blew by you at 140. Like, no, you don't fucking know it. Come on. You liar. My man's in there Googling, trying to phone it in. Excuse me, sorry. I don't pay attention to road rules. I'm a little stinker. Can I flash my lights at this dude? Yeah. Oi! Oi, get out of the fast lane! Hey, asshole! Hey! Oi! Why are you riding in the left lane? Dickhead. Hey, Mr. Police! Arrest him! Arrest this criminal! Traffic violation, my ass! Get back to the loot. We're just on Top Gear quotes today. Get back. Where are you, Porsche? I've started using my camp mug as a streaming coffee drinking receptacle. Great idea, because it holds heat a lot better. It's not amazing, it's not a thermos, but it's better than having an open mug. It's just smaller, so I'm gonna probably go pour another cup here in a minute. Stretching my mustache. Man. We need to do another Top Gear. Holy fuck! Hang on to her, driver. Holy shit! Who is driving that SUV? Sir or madam in the Navigator, are you okay? Do you need medical assistance? Holy shit. That was wild. I love how the highways get bigger the closer we're getting into the city, too. That license plate. Maybe they didn't despawn. Can I turn the car off? No, there's no way to do that. License plate says... I can't read that. Oh yeah, I mean, this game was never, even for its time, it wasn't the prettiest video game ever. You baby, that's true, I am. Out of the way. Yeah, I really thought it said, yeah, boy, and I was about to lose it, but it does not say, yeah, boy, and I'm sad about that. We have a nice amount of miles. Okay, now there's more. Okay. Honestly, you could probably remake this game in Assetto Corsa now. I don't know how you would do the traffic, but if you can do like LA Canyons and Wangan traffic mods, why not all of Hawaii? I caught myself cruising in CSP or in Assetto yesterday. Some dude on YouTube is very kind, sent me a Lambo GT, a Lambo Diablo GT mod. So it's basically the GTR, but it's the road-going version, so it doesn't have like a big crazy wing. It looks more like a street car. I audio swapped it with a really good like Lamborghini V12. It's probably not correct, but what up, Cobra? Thank you for the resubs. How's it going, my fella? Skylar, thank you for the follow. Skylar V. Skylar, where money? Me make money for cook methy. Where put money, Skylar? I'm funny. Please laugh. Well, I turned left. It was going so well. I fucked Ted. I want to watch that show again. I want to watch Better Call Saul, but I feel like I want to run through Breaking Bad again first. I watched like the first 2 seasons of Better Call Saul and forgot it existed. But, what was I fucking saying? Being stupid is so exhausting, I swear to God. Yeah, so I went with just that Lambo because it sounded cool and it seemed like it was fun to drive. The steering was a little bit light, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah, I need Cisco. Ideally, I would get like what do you call it? I would get a neon sign that just says "Please laugh" and blinks on and off and makes like the generic, like, you know, the bzzzt, bzzzt of like a shitty neon sign. You know what I'm talking about. That's a retweet. I was like, I didn't get tagged in that. I didn't. You're right. Test drive Solar Crown. Man, I hope that game is amazing. I hope it's so good.
At the next intersection, turn right. Turn right.
Welcome to Honolulu. But yeah, I just got in that Lamborghini. I drove up Trento. It's the Italian hill climb that comes with base Assetto Corsa. It took like 15 minutes, and it was so fucking fun. I didn't go very fast. I drove at like 80%. Like I didn't want to miss a corner and slam into a wall. But also, if the road straightened out a little bit, I got up to third gear a few times. I got up to about 100 miles an hour on that tiny little road. But like if I saw a hairpin, I was like, back her down, chief. Whoa there, cowboy. Whoa. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This guy's gonna run me. I think he'll do it. You got the jump on me. Here I go.
Your destination is 1.5 miles away.
Hairdresser? Oh, we're not even in the same fucking... Damn it. All right, horse. Where are you? Where's Harvey Dent? Excuse me, Mr. Police. It's a Janetta 400 something.
Is 1 mile away.
I get 918 vibes from the front, but this, I think this car came first. Assetto's got rain effects. It's just not Assetto that put them in. Yeah, I got my game now looking pretty good. It's not quite all the way there, but I also want my game to run at 60 frames per second all the time. So a little bit of frame drop is like unacceptable to me. So I could run the textures a little bit better, and I'm just choosing not to. But the game looks fantastic now. I'm really, really mad that no one said, hey, is your Sol even working? Because I would have fucking checked. And in checking, I realized, no, it wasn't. There's a reason anytime I turn weather effects on that it was just a gray sky. And it's been like that for like 2 years. Sol was just so out of date. All right, Cisco, where am I going? I kind of want to go back to Hawaii 2. How are you turning right here? Ah, it's on like it's on this island. All right, so take a right. And it looks like it's probably on this road up here, because I've driven this road. So I'm gonna take a right, and then first turn off, I will take a left. I know, man. I'm sorry. Oh, nope, nope, I'm not a criminal. Even though this is a highly illegal U-turn, but don't worry about it. What the fuck? Photography. Oh, it has to be between a certain time. Gotcha. My camera was stuck backwards for a second? Hello? Yeah, I wish I would have been able to play this game while it was still online. That's why I'm stoked for the new one. But, again, I'm still a little nervous. I just hope they don't make, like, Hong Kong Horizon, you know what I mean? Not that Horizon's bad. I know I'm the weirdo who doesn't like it, and everyone else thinks it's amazing. But I want it to be an alternative, not hey, it's the same game that you've been playing again. There's a way to play it online. Yes. Not worth it. It's like it would have been cool to have been there in the heyday. Oh, this is not even a dealer. Like, it's exactly what I expected a Ferrari dealer to look like. Why do we need a parking lot? I was like, where do I park? Out front. My car is got poop on it. Welcome to the red zone. Enzo right here. For the most part, Ferraris sound cash in this game. Like, really good. So, yeah, it's like when the game was natively online, I think it would have been a lot cooler. Like, it's not like you can't play it now, but because the actual servers are offline, at least in my head, it's not going to be as populated, or like there's not going to be as much going on. Nice red line. So this apparently is in the same class as this. There should have been like an A plus or something. Hey, look, it's Federico Scarifo. Are these at the same speed? No, it's got slightly more power. This must be like top of A2 in terms of speed. That wouldn't be a bad idea to grab that actually and have it as a as a speed car, a top speed car, but that's not what I'm doing. I am potentially purchasing the 430 Scuderia Spider 16M. I don't know what all those M's are for, but boy howdy, we're gonna find out. Is the hardtop faster? Yes. Do I care? Nope. As long as it doesn't sound terrible. Does not sound terrible at all. Oh, the idle. Amazing. Okay, yeah, that's mine. Oh, I've got more than enough money. Sweet. No wheel options. Rosso, nero, or giallo. 458's upstairs. I'm looking. I don't think there is one here, but I'll look. I'll go for a walk. They do. The tuning's kind of stupid. So you need to discover... Oh, there it is. You need to discover a tuner for your region. So, like, if you're driving an Italian or European car, you have to find the Italian or European tuner. And then you can just buy, like, upgrades. Oh, this sounds good, too. Not quite as good as my 16 men, so come back here. I want to live in the world where they're like, bam, 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 and then he puts it in gear and there's goodbye. Oh, it's canon how it got up here. It wouldn't be a Ferrari dealership if there wasn't a bunch of other shit here to buy that wasn't a car. That's Skylar, that's my favorite part of this game. By far and away, my favorite part of this game is just buying shit because you think it's cool. No. I don't want a car here. I came here for steering wheels. There we go, baby. That's what I want. Fuck the cars. Not actually. I mean, there's a lot of tailpipes. There's ways. What are you? Is this? It's a picture of a vent. Some. Oh, that's interior stuff. A helmet that someone wore. This is a t-shirt. This is what you could look like if you were more attractive. And then interior samples. A laptop in a glass case. Gordon, how me go check me my webmail? right, come back here. Is this coming in any more interesting colors? Or is it just the same thing? I'm assuming it's the same. Oh, I got... Ayo! I got more options. Optional 19 inches. God, I wish. Speak of the devil. What's up? What's up, Metro? Thank you for the resub. Holy... Oh, you get all the colors with this one. I wanted to get the... I wanted to get the convertible, but there's so many more choices. I don't want to get it in red. I don't want to get it in black. I don't want to get it in yellow. I'm so upset. This is literally the same. Oh no, this is the 16M. Sorry, so it is slightly different. Does it sound the same? Sounds exactly the same. If I can spec one out that I like, I'm gonna try this first. I'm mad that you can't change the wheels. You only get 3 color options. And the interiors are locked to the colors. So if I bought one, it would probably be in black. I don't like the yellow. I don't like the red as much. Cheap. Well, that's kind of how they are in real life, right? Like the GTR was probably the best option for this, but also that was the obvious choice. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I definitely want gold wheels. I want to see if I can make the piss wheels look good. I already have. Like, this looks tight. I love this. Grigio alloy. Blue Mirabo. This actually doesn't... This is day number 15. Still haven't realized I'm not a Subaru. Grigido scuro. Oh, it's a dark gray. I know what that means. Thank you, wrestling, for teaching me what the word scuro meant. Rosso Corsa, of course. That's your regular color. And then Rosso Scuderia. Would you like your Ferrari in red? Red or red? I really like this. I really like this. I'm gonna do it. Crema. I would like the cream in my Ferrari. You figured me out. Sabbia. Beige. Cuoio. Rosso. Bordeaux. Carta di zuccherio. Cioccolato. Blu scuro. Grigio scuro. Charcoal. Oh, the black looks terrible. Dark gray is nice. I like it's a nice little...
Here are the keys to your new car.
What do you call it? I love how specifically you see the Ferrari logo on that key. That's great. Any red Ferraris leased? It's trust fund Ferraris. I mean, you can go get... I didn't even think of that. You could just go get a car painted, but... I bought this car solely based on how it sounds. I now have like 4 A2 cars that I don't necessarily need. We can go have women touch it. But then I'll find out who's the horny ones in this chat, and I'd like to save that for another day. I have not driven this island at all. I've done a lot of the ring roads, and that's really about it. Well, I'm gonna go do the A2 thing. And we'll drive there. And then once that's done, I'm gonna drive around over here so I can get shoes that aren't terrible. I'm a Ferrari, you gotta wait. Oh.
At the next intersection, turn right. Turn right.
You know, there's some people out there that say a Ferrari V12 is one of the best sounding engines in the world. And I just think they might be a little off. Oh, I wasn't looking.
Turn right.
Now I'm going quickly. I want to figure out how the car drives.
At the next intersection, turn right.
Oh, turning was a suggestion there. Oh yeah, the V12s are great. Like, they're on the list for sure. My favorite sounding car of all time, I still think, is a Ferrari 355. Oh yeah, the boob cam. That's so Grand Theft Auto, but it's... I paid $1,500 for these nice ladies to wash my car, and I can't even touch their nipples. That just seems like a bad investment. What is the point? I'll go to Shell, get a car wash for 10 bucks, and spend the other $1,490 on women in a different way. By gifting them Twitch subs and hoping they fall in love with me. You can do that with men too, by the way. Wink. 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 Please. Please, I'm begging you. Dude, if I'm gonna pay some women some exuberant amounts of money to do literally nothing to me, I might as well do it from the comfort of my own home. Where the fuck am I going?
You are driving in the wrong direction. Turn around.
Really well timed, September Nightbot. Nightbot's a person, and you won't convince me of otherwise. You know what? I have mad respect for Amaranth. I don't like what she does in terms of like turning on her stream. Like, I was on an ASMR kick for like a month or two, and I tried. Nope, just can't do it. I have a lot of respect for her though. She knows why she's there, and she knows who is watching her. She's very much self-aware. And I can't really fault her for that. Whoop. Gas station owner. Wait, what? I saw a clip from her stream the other day where I'm not teaching you guys the term, so if you don't know the term, you're gonna have to look it up. But someone donated money or something, and she referred to them. So it's a gas station and a 7-Eleven. That's smart. That's really smart. Eventually, Twitch will fall apart. Twitch is not forever, so she's just future-proofing herself. If she can stop streaming tomorrow and have a store, that's diversifying your income. That's genius. That's really smart. Again, I don't like what she does, but I have the utmost respect for her. But yeah, she's like well aware. I think what she said is she's well aware that most of her chat are not typing with their hands while they watch what she does, if that makes sense. Do all the adults in the room understand where I'm going with that? The tunnel. Okay, we're good. That was a good noise.
Your destination is 3
Never mind.
miles away.
We're going back.
You are driving in the wrong direction.
No, I'm going in the right direction. Don't worry about it. Hold on. That's my engine. That's mine. I paid for that. Dude, a Ferrari V8 with an exhaust is just built different. Later, John. Nice to see you. Take care and be well. Yourself. No, you. A game I have to play on stream, even if it's for one stream too. Next time I do a 24-hour stream or something, it's going to be Ferrari F355 Challenge.
Your destination is 3 miles away.
That used to be the only, like, racing game we had, really, that wasn't terrible at the movie theater where I grew up. And I no-lifed that fucking... I used to go to the theater just to play that game. I had all the records on Suzuka East. I wasn't big enough to use the clutch yet, so I only used semi-automatic, but, like, I turned all the assists off. Like, there's buttons in the cockpit that you could use to turn off, like, traction control and whatever. So I just used no assists but paddle shifting. And it was so fucking fun. That game was a riot. I wish cabs of those were still like easy to find. I actually did a little bit of Googling the other day. The city I live in, other than like a new arcade, has no arcade. And by that I mean like there's no round one, there's no like big arcade that has old and new cabinets. It's just all like new shit. So the only games they have are like raw thrill stuff.
1 mile away.
Which isn't bad, it's just not what I want. I want Daytona, I want fucking Ferrari, I want Scud Race. Did Crazy Taxi have an arcade? It must have.
Turn left.
It must have.
Your destination is
There's no way it didn't. Yeah, arcades are just not what they used to be. I know the one we had at the movie theater was basically just mobile games. I forgot I had gold wheels on this bad boy.
You have reached your destination.
Oh, dude, I used to go to Don Cherry's all the time before he ended up being terrible, and fucking play the shit. I play the shit out of Hydro. My parents would drink beer and talk to their stupid friends and smoke stupid cigarettes, and I pump $20 into Hydro Thunder.
So, Mr. Watchmaker, you've announced an easy victory.
I'm not touching that one, Skelly.
His plan. Will you
can't make me.
cocky when you're staring at the face of certain defeat?
It's his name's Stuart, actually.
No. Sometimes you just need a small grain of sand to jam the most beautiful mechanisms. But this insignificant grain of sand will not have a second chance.
Jam your sand in me.
Reduce it to dust. Blow it!
Blow me. I'm sorry you had to listen to that. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Ooh, yeah, we'll save that to last. I'll go top down. Boom, 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 boom. Swizzy. So what do I have for choices? I'm gonna use the Ferrari. I've got 4 fucking A2 cars. That's hilarious. So the Ford should be the fastest in a straight line on paper. 213. Holy shit. Is that accurate? It must be. That's quick. I've pretty well got all my, like, bases covered here. I got a Ginetta that I think that would be pretty decent at everything. The Ferrari, I think, is going to be, maybe a bit better than the Ginetta, but it's just heavier, so maybe won't handle it quite as nice. The Ford's definitely a bullet in the straight, and it's upgraded too. That's rules. It's got a stage 1 upgrades on it. And the Sagaris is definitely more of a handling car, but it's also going to try and kill me. But I'm gonna stay in the Scud.
Live from the starting line for a new challenge of Solar Crown. Who will win today? The bets are on.
Cisco, you are on one today. Not a complaint, but like... TBRs are depth traps. I'm gonna buy one. Dude. The need to own a Jaguar or Jaguar or whatever is increasing exponentially. The Top Gears. That's true. This kind of was peak TG. Oh, no brakes. Oh my God. No brakes. I was near the beginning of the stream. What do you think of... I did not know how much it costed when I said it was cool. With the pedals, it's like 1,500 euros, I think. That's crazy for a Logitech product. A Logitech product that, granted, the brand is pretty proven, but they haven't made, as far as I know, haven't made any high-level sim racing equipment ever. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. The pedals do look nice, and I said this earlier. I think that with... Oh, it's because I'm going 200 miles an hour. That's why I didn't stop. But, like, the wheel looks nice. The pedals look nice. I'm sure the compatibility is going to be fantastic. That's what Logitech's really good at. You just plug it in and it works. Most brands or companies, when they're testing out, like, wheels to see if they work on their game, they normally make sure the Logitechs work. That's a fucking post. So, like, you're paying a little bit extra for that. It did look very... idiot friendly in terms of like all the adjustments that I watched and I skimmed the second half of the Traction video announcing it because I had no fucking clue there was a Logitech Direct Drive coming. That coffee's been in this cup for 2 hours and it's still warm. Insulated mug was the move. But if I'm buying a DD and I'm committed to spending big money on it, because you can get, like, the new Fanatec DD, like, Direct Drive is becoming its own range of products, which is cool. That's awesome. If I'm going to spend $1,500 on a Direct Drive setup, I'm not getting one from fucking Logitech, I'll tell you that much. If I have that much money to spend on sim racing gear, I'm going to spend it on, like, Huskenfeld or, like, VRS or, like, Sim Magic or any one of those, like, more niche Mazda, I guess. Any one of those more niche companies that has a lot more experience with making direct drives and solid direct drive stuff. Oh, probably. There was a social media dare to eat Tide Pods. Nothing gets past Zoomers nowadays. Live your truth, kings and queens. Yeah, the news media is also kind of stupid, where, like, kids will make a joke about something and they go, they're doing it! They're doing it! Even if they actually make chicken with NyQuil on it and, like, pretend to eat it. They'll be like, oh my God, our children! Out of nowhere. Uh-huh. And then THRUSTMASTER has their announcement, I think, next month? Maybe November. It's definitely not, like, anytime soon. Yeah, it looks really fucking nice and real. Like, the adjustability looks really cool. The wheel rim looks really plain, but the buttons look really nice on it. The shifters, the paddle shifters look fantastic. The pedals that came out with it have you can add in or take away a clutch pedal pretty easy. However, However, that price, man, if it would have been, I think a fair number would have been, granted, I haven't had the fucking thing in my hands. But if it would have been a $1,200 all in, I think I would have been like, sure. Obviously, I'm still these guys, but they don't pay me to be like fuck every other brand. Like if Logitech comes out with something that slaps, that's cool. I've been very anti-Logitech for a long time, but only buying them new. Buying them used, best used wheels on the market. Because they're usually dirt fucking cheap, and people who buy them usually just like use them twice and then they sit around the room and they don't get used again. And they all hold their value really well. Like I could probably sell my G27 for $500 if I wanted to. Complete. I'd have to get rid of my shifter, but you know, that's my backup wheel. I don't want to get rid of it. I mean, hopefully Thrustmaster hooks your boy up and sends him one of these new DDs, and I could use this as my backup wheel. Wink, 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 wink. Aggressive winking, stressed out winking. What's up, Drew? But yeah, I think 1,200 Canadian all in with the pedals, I think would have been a little bit more reasonable. Because I figured there was going to be a little bit more expensive because you're paying for the brand. You're paying for like Logitech being a massive brand that's been around for decades. They make a bunch of different products. It's like if Corsair or like EVGA or like some other big computing brand got into sim racing stuff. But they have, you know, 20 plus years of experience. So I get them charging a bit more money. And again, it looks like it's really modular. Like it's really easy to change settings and change this, and the interface is really easy. But $1,000 for the wheel and $500 for the pedals is a little bit much. Because you're pushing yourself into another price bracket at that point. Like if I'm going to spend $1,500 plus shipping on a wheel, I may as well get something that's, you know, a bit more hardcore. Yeah, I use a TX, Skylar, so I'm right there with you. It's the same thing on the inside, more or less. NVIDIA being dickheads. I mean, didn't the new announcement of the new 400 or 4000 series cards kind of not go over very well? Like, the cards aren't that much better, and they use a lot more power, and they're like $1,600. They didn't necessarily go bad. It just wasn't the wow that everyone was expecting it to be. I don't think it'll be under 1,000. I think the wheelbase will be $999, and then the wheel rim will probably be another $200, and then you'll need pedals. But the difference for me is that I trust Thrustmaster a little bit more than Logitech, because Thrustmaster has a range of wheels, like crummy ones for entry level, and like their high end stuff's still pretty good. It's not direct drive, but it's still not like shitty. I've used a TX PC before. It was a good goddamn wheel. So them jumping into DD isn't as crazy as the gear-driven people with magic True Force in the wheel. All of a sudden going, we're putting out a direct drive wheel. We want $1,500 for it. But again, if you're in the mid thousands, you're nudging territory that has much better options. So you better hope whatever you're making is like fucking fantastic. Yeah, as long as there's availability. I think it's time for my my gaming computer to get a little bit of a refresh. I'm using I think a 3500 Ryzen and a 1080. And Assetto on cranked settings it runs at 60 just. Like if you're running like a really high detail level, a high detail map, and you come around a corner a bit too fast, it gets a little upset. So I had to turn down some models and shadows and stuff like that. Whoa! So I think it's time. Also, my PC does some weird shit, so Like a Windows reinstall, new motherboard, new CPU. I think the RAM's probably still good. It needs a couple of little things. Oh, that is the gear. Yeah, like I cranked all my settings last night, Poppin' Fresh, and I was running Nishi, like a 8D version of Nishi, and whenever I'd come around the hairpin after that big long right, the frame rate skipped a little bit. So I was like, Nah. I'm gonna get a new motherboard and the new framework when all that gets sorted. I'm not in a rush to upgrade, though. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm doing it next week. It's just like, okay, I'll start looking. I'll start paying attention. I was 10 seconds faster than Stuart, by the way. 10. 1-0. I fucking hate these. I hate speed traps. Yeah, I want to get a 5000 in my streaming computer, too. I'd like to, like, really crank the quality.
The engines are heating up on the starting line.
It's already pretty good, but like, I want more. I always want more.
Begins. What surprises will Solar Crown?
I'm really happy I went with the gold wheels. I'm really happy I went with PP wheels. They look nice. They're not as ignorant at night, and they matches the gauges. Yeah, I don't know if I should just wait until everything's new and build a whole new computer and just like swap the hard drives over. It's now a recession. Yeah, it's like it'd be for work, you know what I mean? There's a lot of like tech upgrades I want to do. The 3080. Bottleneck question mark? Oh, Cisco, I absolutely could still just fence it because reasons. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The time will come. I may have made a poor choice here. New schedule got announced for the Formulars. There's a lot of goddamn races next year. I'm like stoked about it, but also I understand. I mean, it's cool to like we're gonna have more Grand Prix to watch, but at the same time, I understand why people are like, this is bad. All right. You know what? I wanted to turn around, so that worked out. The lads, damn it. Oh, I could have got an Audi? Oh shit, the V8 Quattro's in this game, isn't it? Yeah, I went down to 900. It's just more consistent. I think the thing that pushed me to do it was I watched some of my Cruisin' Blast playthrough back, and it was fucking so pixelated. It was disgusting. It hurt me to watch. So, I don't know, about 6 months ago, I started Googling, because Tom told me, like, forever ago, I should go down, like, not do 1080, it's not worth it, and I didn't believe him. My fault. And then I noticed Cyrus, when I was playing GT7, Cyrus's GT7 streams looked a lot nicer. And I'm like, I know I have a separate streaming computer, I've got all these other tools. So why he was in 720, so I was like, why is mine worse? And then I did some research and figured out that with 6,000 bit rate, no matter how strong your settings are set up, it's just hard to make 1080 look super crisp. So I'm taking a bit of a quality hit to make sure you don't get that like really shitty artifacting when things are moving too fast, especially for racing games. For stuff like that's got a little bit less going on the screen, you're gonna be fine. If you're just doing chatting, there's no reason you can't do 1080. But for stuff like iRacing's not as bad because you're in cockpit, but games like this where I'm on the chase camera and everything's flying by, like it just turns into a TI-83 calculator. It looks terrible. So I did a little research. And this was my solution. I've been doing it ever since. I'm still at 6,000 bitrate. All I really changed was the resolution to 1600 by 900 and
Hey there. What drama?
the downscale sample. I think I changed.
Squabbling with Stewart again.
Hey, squabbling, we do it
The pressure
again.
of the competition is really starting to show.
Dude, that McLaren, it's got legs on it, man. Holy. Not enough. See ya. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what I love about that though, Cisco? There's like 10 or so different voice lines for, yo, dog, I heard there's some racing going on at insert location here. But every time it's easy pickings. Every voice actor just went, you know what I'm going to say? Easy pickings. That's what I'm going to go with. Another thing I didn't know too, when you're doing the outrun races in Underground 2, there's a lot of different voice lines that were recorded for that. Like more than I expected. I thought there'd be like 5. No, there's like 10 or 15 different characters. Like I was watching someone 100% the outrun races and I didn't hear the same voice twice. God, this car sounds good. Man, I wish the AI weren't pushovers. That's kind of why I'm playing this game today instead of waiting till Friday. The game is starting to become a little, I don't want to say boring, that's not true. It's just, I expected business to pick up with the AI and it just has not. They're a challenge sometimes, but like, I don't know if you can see on the map, I am fucking gone. Yeah, like it's cool to go to do outrun stuff and you hear completely different voices. Going back and playing games from that era, it's like holy shit. There's features in this game that I wouldn't expect in modern games today, which is crazy. It's wild to me how developers in the 2010s and the 2000s took cargo fast and somehow made them all into such unique experiences. Not just, hey, like somehow they turn, hey, here's a slow car, make it fast and then progressively get faster into like, I need to play this for 30 hours this weekend or I'm gonna cry. Like the amount of late nights I put in Underground 2 is hilarious. And not even doing anything, just like free roam arcade mode, upgrading cars. Dude, Thunder, good sounds in a racing game is more important than good graphics. For game development? Well, I mean, don't take this personally, Drew, because I know where you work. And I don't think iRacing really counts because they're not like making casual, like you're making a sim, not a racing game. It's two different things. I don't think the people making racing games now, like the ones that are calling the end game decisions, not necessarily the developers and stuff, but like the creative heads and the committees and all the bullshit of how games are made now don't fucking care. Either that or they've just never played a racing game for more than 15 minutes in their life. That's why I get so mad when, like, Forza just makes a game that looks nice and has no substance and gets 10s out of 10s. Like, you guys didn't play this for more than 2 hours. Just be honest. True, fair point. To be fair, most game reviewers didn't play Forza past the intro race. Well, again, to be fair, it's not the reviewer's fault either, really. At least when you're, like, up here. Like, if Traction put out a shitty review in a game, or a review I didn't agree with, where I felt like someone didn't play the game, I'd be a lot more fucking annoyed. Versus if IGN or Kotaku or, like, a big video game reviewer did it. That doesn't make sense, right? You think you'd be more angry if a huge audience got a really bad review on a game that you know that either the reviewer didn't put the time into it or didn't have, like, passion for that series or that genre, and they're just doing it. They're making paychecks, man. They're getting the bag. Maybe, you know, I as somebody who's got journalism training, if somebody asked me to review Call of Duty for a couple $100 tomorrow, I'd fucking do it. Not Call of Duty, because I played Call of Duty. Like, like Splatoon or Skyrim or, like, a game that I'm just not fucking familiar with at all. I would still do it. And at the same time, the perspective of somebody who knows nothing about the genre is really interesting, because they'll notice some things that maybe us as people who play exclusively racing games or exclusively fighters or exclusively shooters don't really pick up on. Like, little things like UI and, like, how things move around and not necessarily gameplay elements. We stood in the shower and took notes, like, yes, we are getting wet. But it's the website or the commissioner of the review, let's say. It's their responsibility, in my opinion, if they want a review to be just and feel like they did their due diligence, they have to find somebody who's actually interested in the
starting to show.
Actually interested in the genre. I can't blame reviewers being like, oh, I play Madden, I can review NASCAR. It's sports, right? Like, I can't fault them for that. They're getting the bag. It is up to the website to be like, no, we're gonna get somebody who's familiar with racing games, familiar with the platform, so it does the fan base of people who are looking to us to see if the new game is any good, and for new players, it does everybody justice. That just doesn't exist at a high level. And I mean, even Traction gave Horizon 5 glowing reviews. And it turned out to be, you know, exactly what everyone said it was going to be. Forza Horizon 4 again, with minor changes. And this isn't the, like, haha, Forza sucks discussion. This happens with everything. Like, you'll see like some reviewers hyper fixate on shit in a racing game that just does not matter. I use Forza as an example because I feel like it's something we can all understand. Did I win by a lot? I did win by a lot. But, like, oh, the graphics are so good. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. But you know what's not going to matter in a Forza Motorsport game? Not so much Horizon, but a Forza Motorsport game, after the first, like, 4 hours? Graphics. No one cares. Like, Oh man, the game looks real pretty, but it's boring as fuck to play. Like, Prob, I don't think that gets talked about enough how fucking cool that was. I do not think that gets talked about enough. I'm gonna grab the Janetta. A lot of people hated Eliminator when it came out, but I'm like, man, they're trying something. It's silly, and it's just a little side mode. It's not like it's a whole game, you know what I mean? Skylar, I saw something you wrote. I just wanted to finish what I was thinking. But something that I'm scared of for the new game is I'm scared they're just gonna do what every other company who makes racing games has done, open world racing games, and go, well, Horizon's selling a bunch of copies and Horizon's doing really well financially, so that's what we need to do. Was Blur good? Fantastic. It's incredibly underrated. Revamped damage system. Like, the screenshots and the video they put out, it literally looks like the same damage. They've had better damage in other Forza games. Like, Motorsport 4, you at least got fucking dents and the bumpers flew off and shit. In Forza 8, it was like, look at the scratches. And, like, the thing that you guys already did? Huh? Oh, Blur was a ton of fun. It wasn't perfect, but, like, I really enjoy it. It's worth getting a $20 Xbox off of eBay and buying a copy. I really enjoy Blur. I can't wait to play through it again. Maybe that'll be sooner rather than later. I love whenever I'm playing an older racing game, this just turns into a retro racing game podcast. I'm about that. Fuck you, Time Explain. Or Time Extend. See? Just joking. We love tea in this house. I'm not much of a podcast guy, but if I was. But my main point being, I genuinely think Horizon has ruined open world racing games because the yardstick is like, they just did so much so soon with that license. Or that, not license, that IP. And instead of what you should be doing, games like this, you go, well, maybe we can't compete on like how the cars drive and the customization in this, so let's focus on the lifestyle. Let's focus on something they're not doing and bring that to the forefront. Perfect example for this to me is The Crew. Granted, I didn't play that much of The Crew 2, so I played the demo, and that was really, or the beta, and that was really about it. So Crew fans can vibe check me if they'd like. I appreciate if you would. If I'm just saying some bullshit and you're a fan of these games, you're like, that's not true, that's objectively wrong, like, don't be afraid to call me out. I hit a wall, by the way. That breaking point was objectively wrong. And like, The Crew 2 is still a good game. Like, I know a lot of people don't like it, but it still has a really dedicated fan base, and there's still updates coming out for that game to this day. But how much better would The Crew 2 would have been if it was a true sequel to The Crew 1? Same sort of like cheesy underground, Need for Speed Underground type of story. Add more detail to the world, but like, and new cars and stuff. But no, let's turn it into a festival, a racing festival. Let's add boats and planes, you know, one thing that no one really asked for in their racing game, and not really address stuff that people wanted to make it a better game. Let's just change a bunch of shit that nobody asked for. Like, that's a hard L to me, and for what I got from that, maybe this is wrong, but I don't think it is they saw that maybe The Crew couldn't compete with Horizon. They're like, well, we need to take more inspiration from Horizon to make our game more like Horizon. In what world, and this goes for anything, that you see someone doing something and they're really successful at it, so you just copy it and expect to be more successful? You have to do something different. And adding boats and planes, unfortunately, was not enough. At least in my opinion. That's why I'm worried about this next game. Granted, we've seen fucking nothing we've seen really nothing about this game yet, so I'm just worried for nothing. But in an interview that I saw right after they announced Solar Crown, it was something about like accessibility, not like with people with disabilities, more like you can access the content of the game quickly. Granted, nothing was set in stone, but I was like, dude, if they get rid of the progression in this game, it's literally just going to be a Horizon clone with less shit to do. Like, they're going to kill their game. Like, there's a reason that Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row for so long coexisted. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, they're like real world or modern day sandbox games that have a heavy focus on driving and guns. But Grand Theft Auto was like, hey, we're a little ridiculous, but at the same time, we can tell a very, like, nuanced and, like, detailed story. Saints Row was like, hey, we're very ridiculous. And people were like, yup, cock, and then bought Saints Row. Like, in the end of the day, you could play Saints Row and you could play Grand Theft Auto and get two different experiences out of it. I don't think you could do that with more modern racing games. Gary Owen is live on twitch.tv. Actually blessed. It's my favorite Chainsmokers fan. Don't tell him I said that. Can you believe it? If this is your first time here, what's up, everybody? My name is Aero. I also stream on Traction along with the G.O. and the Goin. I play racing games. I do a little bit of everything. Right now, we're playing through Test Drive Underground. Test Drive Unlimited 2. We're reaching the end of the game, but there's a bunch of other stuff to do afterward. If you want to stick around, I'd appreciate it. Drop the follow. If not, thanks for supporting Gary, because Gary's good people. Yeah, not the new one, Tony. I'm more like talking like Saints Row 2, 3 era versus like GTA 4 and San Andreas and the first version of 5 era. I still haven't played the new F1 game. It's sitting there in my Steam. I just haven't found the time. Soon, maybe. Once ESDA is over and all that other stuff is over, maybe I'll have some spare time. It's just elite. You're elite now that you are following this little crappy channel on the internet. Up, beat up. That's too fast. Ouch. Oh, Jesus. Spanky Sploinky Bulgarian, that's his name. I follow Gary. Ah, I see. Why do you call it IndyCar? I watched that i5G video, Gary. You're not tricking me, pal. I know your puns. I watched that video. You penis. Because you got to arc a Dakar in the corner. I think. I don't remember. I saw you in that video and I saw you making jokes. I was like, he knows he's being fucking recorded. I didn't know if you knew. I'm like, oh, he's well aware.
Where will this
Gary understood the fucking assignment.
In the next round.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were just memeing or like you were memeing knowing you were being recorded. Why do you call it NASCAR? Because it's a National Association of Stock Car Racing Association Racing. I don't know. I am stupid. Oh, shitballs. We can do, it's unlocked. It should be unlocked now. Oh, was he streaming it? Okay. Oh, yeah, he streams everything now. Dude, Brandon is actually really good. Like, I'm bummed he's not doing Arcade Break Weekly every week now, but like for all the other stuff he puts out, it's been really fun to watch. I'm glad his channel's getting bigger. Brandon's good people. Bit of a dork, but he's good people. Oh, fucking Gary was streaming too? Oh, amazing. I didn't get to do any week 13, bro. I'm so sad. Oh, there's gonna be A2 plus. I forgot about that. Angie.
With such a power.
The new test drive game? Oh yeah, for sure. I'll give it a whirl. I wanted to play through this, Gary, hopefully timing it to where the new one would come out right about when I finished this, but I got tired of waiting. Which is good. That's not a... Oh, goodness. It's not a bad problem to have. I'd rather a game take longer than, you know, it come out way too soon and be stinky. I hope the new game... Like I said, we were just talking about it before you jumped in. I hope they don't try to make Horizon again. And make a game that focuses on, like, good progression, a varied car list, but all still, like, very prestigious cars. And lifestyle stuff. Like, you don't need all the wacky game modes. You don't need all the other stuff Horizon does. Just do what you do really well, and you can build on that after. But, you know, we'll see. I haven't played anything by the devs that are putting the game out now, so I can't really talk about it. A game I'm stoked to play, and I might find time to do it this week, maybe after Yes 2.
Try to stay smooth.
I want to play Trail Out.
Slaloms and hairpin turns.
Trail Out looks fucking fun. It looks terrible, but it also looks really fun. It looks like if Dangerous Driving had a little bit more thought put into it. Dangerous Driving was fun too, let's be real. I enjoyed that game. It just wasn't the Burnout clone or the Burnout revival everybody wanted it to be. I don't understand why people who make racing games nowadays are like, the driving is literally the least important part of our game. Sir, this is not Guitar Hero. This is not that new fucking music game with the trombone that I want to buy, because you just play the trombone poorly, and that's funny. It reminds me of high school. It's a racing game. You got to nail the driving first, and then everything else can come second. Like, the Need for Speeds that have come out recently were not really all that bad, but the driving was what pushed me over the edge to be like, nah, they weren't that great, or they were mid at best.
Perfect.
Like, I didn't mind Need for Speed Heat, but the handling being, like, stiff and kind of inconsistent stopped it from being a really good Need for Speed game. It made it it was okay. I liked it. I had fun. I'm not going to go out of my way to play it again, but it's like in my off time, my casual time, but it wasn't a terrible game. Out of the 3 Need for Speed Heat, not NASCAR, sorry. I understand how that would confuse you. Before I'd even like hooked up with you guys, like Davin and the NASCAR group, they sent me like Heat 2 and 3, and I was like, you know, I don't think these games are for me anymore. I don't think I don't think I'm the target audience. There's 3 and 4. Sorry, I don't think it was 2 and 3. It was 3 and 4, and I was like, 2015 greater than Payback. That is, yep. I think 2015 was objectively a better game, but worse game. But Payback had so much bullshit in it, it makes me never want to play it again. Like, 2015 was terrible, but I still see myself going through it again and like just customizing cars and fucking around. When you can't, in a Need for Speed game, customize cars and fuck around, you've made an incredible mistake. And at the end of the day, like, 2015 sucks, but like, it's so silly that I really enjoyed my nope, fuck. I didn't think they'd throw another goddamn slalom at me. Oh, as somebody who loves drifting with a burning passion, there has not been a game with good drift physics in a long time. Car X is basically the closest we've gotten, and even Car X isn't all that great. Literally, Frederick Osbo, who is top 5 best competitive drifter in the world, is just there, and everyone's like, what's up, Fred? He's like, I'm from Norway. And they're like, yes, you are. And that's it. That's really all he does. That's Frederick Osbo. Like, Need for Speed has implemented drifters before. I think they've used Tanner Faust. They've used Jared Deanda. They've used Von Jr. But Frederick Osbo has to be the worst used real-life drifter I've ever seen in a video game. He's just fucking standing around sometimes. He's in the background of cutscenes just smiling. Like, was he just there? Was he just there that day when they were filming and they were like, ah, Freddy, get in there, pal. We know what we've always wanted to be, an actor. He's like, yeah. It's not how Norwegian people talk. He doesn't even have an accent. He speaks very clear English, but it's just funnier if he has an accent. Holy shit, I can't believe I got stopped. Daytona Oval? Why would you do that to yourself? I don't even like doing the 24-hour race at the road course. Granted, it's because I can't move for a week after, but hey. I gotta start getting ready for that, actually. It sounds silly, but I do.
But challenging test.
Normally, I don't get ready for the 24 Daytona until about 2 or 3 weeks before, but we're going for a record again this year, and we're gonna have to. I need to be like, on average, a second a lap faster, if not more. Than I was last year. Was that a Forza Motorsport player, Steve, by chance? Thanks for the follow, by the way. I don't know if I said thank you, but I did now. Thank you, Rob, for the resub, by the way, too. I completely fucking missed that somehow. It's the end of January, yeah, but I need to pick up my pace, Kohai, a lot if I want to beat my record. Like in my 869 nice attempt, I had a couple of incidents on track where I lost some time. But to make up for it, I had to just not take a break for like 16 straight hours. And I don't want to do that again. I got really lucky that I didn't come away from the Daytona 24 this year with like genuine body problems. So I'm like, well, how do I find time, but still find time to take breaks and like take care of myself? I'm like, I just gotta fucking get faster. And I know, like, I've seen top split times, man. They're so much quicker than me in the LMP2, so I've got time to find. Being consistent is no longer gonna be good enough to get the lap record. You need to push. I'll do what I normally do. I'll just jump into Discord and let people jump in as long as they're not yelling and screaming. Especially when it's late, like... Uh-oh.
Drifting is sometimes a good way to get around corners.
As a drifter, I can tell you it's never a good way to get around corners. It's gonna make me do a roundy round again, isn't it? It is cool though. Yes. However, it'll get you much less money in motorsports and potentially much less sex. So, I mean, which one is cooler, really? I still need to go to the... not need to, but I need to convince somebody who makes more money than me at YouTube.com, or not YouTube.com,
Perfect.
but TRAXION.gg, that a really good idea would be paying for me to go to a drift school and seeing how much I learned just by driving in the sim versus real life. Kind of what they did for Drift Masters, but with a scrub, not somebody who's actually really good, like Reese. Reese is an animal, man. I've known Reese for a long time. If you've never seen that video, watch it. It's fucking cool. Our buddy, not our buddy, but why not? Our buddy Reese Tatterson won the virtual Drift Masters. I think it's, ooh, well, that's unfair. Like a season ago, a season or two ago, and the prize was to drive Peter Wychett's Werthouse S15 in Poland. So they flew him out to Poland, and he wasn't like doing 100-mile-an-hour entries and driving like a maniac, but he got to grips with a competition drift car, which is another fucking world. Basically right away. Like, it was nuts. I can't believe how quickly he adapted with no like on-track experience or very little on-track experience in real life. It was super fucking rad. And bless Reese's heart, he must have had his heart in his fucking throat that day, because Peter Wychett is also like one of the best drivers in the world. In terms of competitive drifting. So he must have been like super nervous and trying to impress him. I think it'd make for a good video if I did it, because I just would be a fucking dork the entire time. Like, Reese was sweating. He was nervous. He wanted to do well. I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go into the corner and hope for the best and crash a lot, probably. You got to tandem. Yeah, that was nuts, dude. I'm so happy for him. I don't care where the sim racing or the sim drifting goes. I don't care where it takes him. Nobody can ever take that memory away from him, and I love that for him. He's unfortunately been doing hot garbage this year in ESDA, but VDC is coming up, so that's normally where a lot of the really good guys put a lot of their attention. They shouldn't. They should take everything seriously, but I have a bias. Also want to see if Traction will pay me money to do write-ups on VDC this year. But technically, I was saying that's a competing series, but it kind of isn't. But in their eyes, it might be. Yeah, I guess he like started doing it assuming a bunch of people are going to join up and go, wow, this is crazy. What are you doing? But then after like 12 hours or however long, I was like, this is just dumb. Maybe I should just not do that. I should go have a burger and take a nap, maybe. I did it. I'm also doing this challenge way too soon.
A test on a circuit is always a good way to see the efficiency of a driver and to prepare for a championship.
I was going to make another cup of coffee, but I think it's too late now. I don't want it right now anyway. Excuse me, hold on. Gross. Yucky. I did try to do the Tazon day there. No, I don't mean make NFTs. I mean, like, I moved away from the mic to bird. Dude, I saw Super GT gonna do that, and I knew how long it was gonna take. You got an NFTs. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. And I was like, Steve, you are... Makes me sad. So there's two kinds of, like, celebrity NFT enjoyer that... And there's one that I can tolerate. There's the one, like, you know, like, let's say Steve Austin got an NFTs. You know what I mean? Or, like, fucking... I don't know, someone who clearly does not have their finger on the pulse of technology. That is like, fuck it, I don't know, it's gonna make me some goddamn money. Like, sure. Like, you're wrong, but I know your publicist just told you this was a good idea and you're going off of what you were told. People like I think Steve Aoki stopped his concert to be like, look at this NFT I bought. Okay, no, fuck off. Like, now you're a dork. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, people who just very clearly were told, get into this thing, it's gonna make you some money, and you're like, okay. Because you're an actual celebrity with actual things to worry about, not funny internet monkeys. So I guess I respect it, but the guys that are like, look at this cool thing, like Eminem and Snoop Dogg, come on, man. Like, I know Ken Gucci got into NFTs, and he was like, I literally don't understand what's going on, but I'm here for it. I was like, you know what? I respect that. Sure. Let's make NFTs for a week. Honestly, well, I mean, I was going to say it would have been good money. I know you're, like, a pretty talented artist, but... There's still no guarantee that just because you make NFTs, you're going to make money. How am I playing this? I am playing the Steam version that I purchased legally. And I'm not saying that sarcastic. AR12 Gaming, AR12 Nick actually bought me this on Steam like 10 years ago as a Christmas present or a birthday present, and then I never played it. Playing it on Xbox controller. You need to get a launcher for it, because it just won't. If you've never installed it on your computer, it just won't install properly. If you want to wait till I'm done this challenge, I can't tell you where to get the launcher, but I can tell you the name of it and make your Googling a little bit easier. If that is a very cool and nice middle ground. Yeah, I can't say I blame artists getting into NFTs either. Like, you make no goddamn money as an artist, so I guess I can't blame you for trying to capitalize on a get-rich-quick scheme. It's the bros that are like, it's the future. Like, it's a monkey. Like, I don't understand. Oh, a lot. Yeah, there's online capability. I'm choosing to put it in offline mode. I don't know how it works. Like I said, I feel like if you find it and the source, like it was sent to me, which is why I told you I can't give you the link because I don't have it. Someone's like, hey, use this launcher. And I was like, okie dokie. And then just didn't think about it after that.
Congratulations.
I don't think there's anything illegal about the launcher. Like I said, it's a legal copy of the game.
Now you just need to win the newly accessible championships. Good luck.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, I feel like if you're taking NFT money and turning it into real money, you're not evil. Hold on, I have a concerning message from a friend. Oh boy. Friend of mine's job, they DJ, and I guess their job was like, yeah, you're not DJing. We need you, like, they're working like 12-hour days every day. So I'm trying to give them solutions to their problems instead of just saying, damn, that sucks. Amuses me how financially stable the furry community is. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna keep pandering to furries. One day I'm gonna get paid, and you all laugh now. I'm joking. I love furries. They're great people. Oh shit! I could cheat. I could cheat. I'm actually going to cheat. I'm gonna discover all the locations I don't have currently discovered. I mean, a lot of furries have incredibly well-paying jobs. What do I need to go? Thanks for reminding me. I'm a bit stupid. I got sidetracked. So, it's very Russian. So, I don't know if it'll help. The launcher is called... And I'm going to spell it out because I can't... KNYAZEV. And when you open it, it just says, like, whatever the fuck's launcher. Like, that's all I've got for you. Yeah, KNYAZEV. Tool is freeware. Use at your own risk. What wheel am I using? So it's not plugged into anything right now, but it's a THRUSTMASTER TX. T3PA pedals, and then I'm using just a generic USB handbrake and then a G27 shifter. That's my setup, and I'm in a Next Level Racing GT Elite rig that I enjoy a lot. But it makes me mad, but I enjoy it, but it makes me mad. I did. Oh, I saw that they're going to announce it. I'm hoping that I hear about that before you guys do. And by hear about that, I mean a box shows up to my fucking house. But a man can dream. I think this is the only car dealer we haven't discovered yet. Yeah, Logitech's one's like incredibly expensive, but at least like they have one. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think it's worth what they're charging, which is generic Logitech. That's what they do. However, if their direct drive wheels have the same trends as their regular wheels, Logitech wheels are the only wheels I see go on like mega sales, like where 30% off, 40% off. So maybe it'll go on sale more often? I don't know. I don't know. How are you both changing lanes, dude? Neither did I take down until this second. Like, what I've always told people when they're like, what do I, like, I want to get into sim racing. I want to get into just playing racing games with the wheel. What wheel do I get? And I was like, just get the cheapest one that you can find that is in decent condition and has 900 degrees of rotation. You won't notice how good or bad the wheel is if you don't have a yardstick. I have friends that have T150s and like, this is the fucking best thing I've ever used in my life, because that's all they need. So why would you go out and spend $800 on a wheel when you're only going to use about $300 worth of what it can do? You know what I mean? Like, the best place to shop for sim racing equipment is classifieds, especially if you're getting stuff for the first time. There's no reason you should be buying a brand new racing wheel unless you just have fuck off money. I'm in a classifieds thing on Facebook for sim racing. It's like Ontario sim racing classifieds or something or other. And at least twice a week, someone's like, we're selling our entire setup, the whole thing. The rig, the pedals, the this, the that, the computer, everything. Why am we selling? Lost interest or moving in a new direction. And it's always no more than like 3 or 4 months old or something like that. I'm like, holy fuck. I can't imagine having so much money that you spend probably $5,000 or $6,000 on a rig, eat the depreciation, and then just sell it 3 months later. That's crazy to me. That's silly. I like this seat a lot. Do you have the ERS one? I destroyed mine, unfortunately. They say no power tools. They mean no power tools. I need to get some glue or something and see if I can fix it. The bolsters came off, and then there's... I don't know if you ever see me, like, picking down here. It feels like there's just a piece of metal. Like, some seat bolstering, like, that's underneath that I'm not supposed to feel, that I can feel. And it's really annoying. I don't feel it on my leg. I just feel it when I rub my hand down here. So it's very irritating. I want to see if I can fix it, but it's like in the seat. So, oh, okay. I thought like you meant like a seat, not just a chair. Got it. Understood. I misinterpreted that. ETS2 because I played a lot of that and got AC and ACC upgraded. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Officer. Holy fuck. I drove into the back of a cop car at 150 and took his bumper off. He's like, you good. Just don't do it again. Okay. Sorry. T500. Game. Oh, yeah. But, like, you get what I'm saying, Skylar, right? Like, the reason I think Logitechs are dope for new people is, yeah, they're gear-driven. Yeah, they're, like, not amazing pieces of technology. Yeah, the True Force is kind of silly and doesn't really do anything. However, they're always cheap. Even new, they're fucking cheap. Like, even if the list price is $500, Logitechs always go on sale for like $100 off, $150 off. They're on sale all the goddamn time.
Is 1.5 miles away.
For the most part, they're pretty rock solid too. Like, I haven't really heard of a lot of warranty or like quality issues with Logitechs. They're there. I think it exists. It's just not rampant. Like, I beat the absolute crap out of my G27. Not even just by like what I did to it in games. Like,
turn left.
The hell you put a wheel through with drifting is bad, and then 24-hour sim races. Like, I put my wheel through a lot, and the only thing that broke with my G27 is because my shifter used to fall off my desk all the time and land on the shifter. First and third don't like going into gear anymore. That's about it. They're not stoked about going into gear anymore, but that's really the only problem. I'm just checking out what's here. So if you ever watch me play iRacing and the car's like jumping in and out of gear in first gear, it's just because my shifter's broken. I want to find a new one. I want to get a... I mean, I'm sponsored by THRUSTMASTER, but I like that there's buttons on the Logitech wheel, or the Logitech shifter. So I'm looking for another G27. But just the shifter is getting harder and harder to find. I think someone from the community's got me... Oh. Daddy wants a roof. Daddy will come back later. Daddy doesn't got no money. But yeah, you're not going to notice gear-driven shitty force feedback if you never have used a wheel before. Or you don't race in real life. Or like, you don't have a shit ton of fucking experience to draw back on. Shifter and a button board separately? That sounds complicated and expensive. Hummer? Hold up. Oh, there is an H3, I forgot. Because then that adds something else I got to attach to the rig. Like, I just like how it's all here and I'm used to it. Like, especially with the Seto, I have a lot of buttons here that, like, I don't even look. I just reach down and press. I know where they are. And then you can get mods for the shifter pretty easy through 3D Wrap, who also sponsor the Esports Drift Association, which is live next week, Friday and Saturday on twitch.tv/TRAXIONGG. What's up, Saturn? There should be an A2 Plus now, right? I think it's down here. It sure is. We'll drive there. How are you? I can't complain, brother. Hope you're well. Never tested a T300. I think they're pretty similar. I think from what I've heard, it's... Oh my god, I should have checked my mirrors. I think from what I've heard, a T500 just has like the 1080 rotation. They're pretty close. I think the T500 is better, but the T300/TX are still like, I still love my wheel. I came from a G27 to this and got better in everything that I do.
Turn right.
I didn't necessarily get faster, but I got more consistent in everything. I was not able to drive competitive drift cars with my G27. I can do this now. Yeah, I'm getting close to the end of the events, and then I'm going to decide how much other stuff I want to do. This is a 100% run in the sense I'm going to beat all the races. I don't know if I want to do all the side quests and all the side content too. Build a Lego building. That's fair. Have a good one, Steve. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed your time. Side content is there. So there's like the event races, like the little bombs on the map. There's the hidden cars, the discoveries. There's these unlocking all the roads and stuff. Like, it's basically a Horizon game. You can beat all the single player content in terms of the races in a reasonable amount of time, but if you want to do everything, it's probably like 70 or 80 hours. I don't want to do Juice 2 again. I do not want to be held prisoner by a video game. So I'm probably going to beat all the championships, beat all the races, and then look at what there's left to do and either go back and forth with you guys and see what's worth it, or call it there. I definitely want to do more than just the races. I at least want to discover all the cars and do all that, because you can just look up a guide or a map. It's not hard. But I also don't want to do like a bunch of stupid shit. Return for a free refund. I like Juice 2, but the way I chose to play through it for Twitch was a little unfortunate. I wanted to beat every race, every single race. You don't need to beat every race in Juice 2 to progress. I know, but I chose to do it anyway. It went from being a 30-hour game to a 75-hour game. And it had nothing interesting in those extra 40 hours. It was just doing races and winning races and winning races and winning races and winning races and kill me. Yeah. Mistake. Turns out, didn't even need to do all the races to get the 100% completion bonus.
Destination is
They're like, if as long as you get all the accolades, that's all you needed. You didn't need to do physically every event in the event list. I was like, good. I'm so happy about that. I know there's, I think, like 8 leagues, and I remember it took to do half of one of the last ones took me 6 hours. Half. There was like 100 events. And it was all tracks, and nothing was new. Oh God, it got bad at the end, man. It got real bad. I got real mad at Juiced. I was pupset.
Your destination is 1 mile away.
Oh, I just died. But we're playing Underground 2 now, so everything's better. I'm very excited that like all the VODs work for Juice 2 and I never have to play it ever again. I think that the Let's Play was total 72 hours. And it didn't, I could have had that game beaten under 30. Oh, I fucking love Automobilista. I haven't played it in a long time, but that game's hilarious. I can't wait to play it again. I've talked about this, I think, a little bit last week.
Destination is a half a mile away.
I have a list of games that I've played through on Twitch before, but never archived. Like, I've never saved the VODs. I've never did anything like that.
You have reached your destination.
And I'd like to. Oh, this is new. Yeah, okay. I'd like to do that at some point. So, I have a list of games that I've played through already that I'm going through again. However, getting incredibly bored playing the same 10 games over and over. So I do think I'm going to start doing Let's Plays of like one game on that list and one brand new game I've never streamed before or never played before. I haven't played in 15 years or something like that. Like Automobilista, F355 Challenge, Dirt 1 I'd love to actually sit down and play through. What else do I have on the shelf there? Split Second, I bought. It just sits there. Oh! I almost died. I have a huge PS2 collection that just does nothing. I still want to play a lot more N64 racing games because I feel like a lot of N64 racing games were overlooked because that wasn't, literally nothing I could do other than slow down. Mama didn't raise no bitch. I became a bitch of my own. I gotta play through Dirt 2 again. I just don't know if Dirt 2 will be fun again, having played it like a year ago. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Because Dirt 2 is like just eventless. There's not really a whole lot going on. It's fun as shit. Like, I love Dirt 2. I just don't want to play through the entire game over again, having played through the entire game. Like, I think Dirt 2 was like one of the last games I beat before I was like, I should save my VODs. Dirt 3, never played it. I was so anti-Ken Block back in the day that I just never bothered. I didn't like they made a game that completely circle jerked Ken Block, even though it probably wasn't that bad. Dirt Showdown, I've heard of it. I think I may own it now, but I'm not sure. I have too many. I need another shelf for my games. I'm out of room, so I haven't been buying any lately. I'm like, my PS2 shelf is full, and everything else is full. I need another shelf to make room for more 360 games and more PS2 games. Carbon, Need for Speed Carbon, I'd like to play through that. Haven't played through it since it was new. There's some ATV Off-Road Fury games I'd love to give a bash. I think it was 3 or 4 that had like point-to-point, almost Dakar style races where it would give you like your race was Australia and you had like 6 stages to go from one side of Australia to the other. Like, that was fun. I love that about ATV games back in the day. Like, games like that, Smuggler's Run would be fun. What else do we got? Shift in any way, shape, or form. I haven't played the Shift series in forever. It's a little bit oversteery, this thing. On that launcher, I've never tried it. that will require some more Googling on your end, I think. I wanted to do a single player playthrough this, so I had no intentions of trying to get the online to work, so I've never tried. There's a new Dakar game coming out, Scoops, that actually looks half decent. It's the same, unfortunately, from the same devs who put out the poopy one a while ago, but I've seen some beta footage and stuff, and it actually looks pretty good, so, but we'll see. I'll do the Google foo. Sorry, friend. I wish I could be more help, but... I usually use physical hardware, so I don't know a lot about getting a lot of these older games to work on PC. This and Need for Speed are like the two games that you know what I mean. I got sidetracked and got stuck. F1 Grand Prix 2. I just bought a game that's basically like Gran Turismo, but it isn't at all. Just bought. I think it was the last game I bought on eBay. It was a year ago. It's like World Racing Challenge, and it's just like the JG. It's like just like a JGTC, or World Driver Championship. It's just a JGTC game, but it isn't at all. I'm stoked to play that. I'm gonna make Ryan play it. That's gonna be such a fun stream for my birthday, because I'm streaming on Traction for my birthday, and probably a little bit here too. I was gonna do something in VR, but it's on a Tuesday, so we might just chill with you guys for once, for the last time in like 2 years, or the first time in like 2 years. Might do like marbles or something. But I'm gonna make Ryan play a bunch of 64 games that I loved as a kid. I'm gonna make I speedrun San Francisco Rush. I'm gonna make him play that. That game is fucking awful, but that's why it rules. That's why I don't like the newer Rush 2049, because it's too good. The handling actually makes sense. You don't have to be afraid of crashing and flipping over every 5 seconds. Extreme handling mode. That is, in my opinion, the best Need for Speed game, and it's not even fucking close. Hot Pursuit 2 for the PS2, or the GameCube or the PC if you're weird and you prefer that version. That's fine too. But that game plays so good, and it's so fucking solid for what it is. There's very few games that I will go back and let's play anytime. Hot Pursuit 2 and Test Drive Viva Destruction are two of those. I cannot wait to play through Hot Pursuit 2 again, but I want to make sure I got a better PS2 capture setup before I do that. What about Juice 2? We talked about that, Michael! Never again. Lego Racer's underrated as fuck. I don't remember anything about it other than... That's all you need. Burnouts. Yep, Burnout 3 on the list. Apparently I can buy that on Xbox. Adam, you cocksucker! Oh, I got the speed anyway. You fuck. You fucking anal bead. You guys all have so much sex. Fucking nerds. IndyCar series. That game also rules. I don't know if I'd ever let's play it. That's more of a Ryan Burton let's play in terms of like there's not really a career. There's like a season mode. But I like that game a lot. The Cody's one. Apparently you can, Dorset. Don't quote me on this. I'm not the best source of information. But I remember it being for sale on the Xbox 360 marketplace. Backwards compatible. You said my name out loud. Did I make you horny, baby? Yeah. Hot Pursuit 2 is so overrated. I respectfully disagree with you. Hot Pursuit 2 for the PS2, that era, is the best Need for Speed game because it was the last one. Don't get me wrong. I think that Need for Speed would have been dead by now if they would have just kept making, here's supercars and police and you drive them around tracks. That formula needed to be changed. It needed to be changed quickly. And then obviously we got Underground 2, Most Wanted, Carbon, all the black box Need for Speeds were bangers. Some people don't like Pro Street. Some people are wrong. I'm kidding. I understand why if you don't like Pro Street. I do, but Hot Pursuit 2 was the last Need for Speed game of its original era. And I think it took all of those PS1 games before it and just did it the best. Like, if you want to experience old school Need for Speed, you could go back and play Hot Pursuit 1, Need for Speed 3. You could go back and play Porsche Unleashed. You can go back and play High Stakes. But honestly, there's no reason just to not play Hot Pursuit 2. Hot Pursuit 2 got everything you're going to need all in that package, and it looks pretty good. It plays fantastic. The police are fucking chaotic and stupid, which I love. They're so overkill, it's dumb, but it's really great. And then they tried making Need for Speed games again, like Hot Pursuit, Most Wanted, or whatever. And by Need for Speed games, I mean less of an emphasis on the customization and more like your traditional Need for Speed experience. I don't think they've ever been as good, personally. I've never played Most Wanted. I refuse. The new one, not the 05. Hot Pursuit, people are going to yell at me, but maybe it's because I don't play it online. I never liked it. It was okay, but some people are like, it's the best Need for Speed. I'm like, I don't know. It's not even in my top 5. I don't know about that. You are entitled to your opinion, but I don't play a Need for Speed game to play it online. I feel like if you're playing a Need for Speed game online, what you've actively said is that you hate fun. Like, every Need for Speed game I've ever played, I'm like, all right, gonna break for turn 1, and the 7 guys behind me are like, what? And then I just get mad. Stop playing. So maybe I'm the weirdo. I don't know, but... Yeah, the handling is really stiff in Hot Pursuit 2010. I feel like that game, the track design was designed around the fast cars, and then the slow cars feel like shit. Like, they're just boring. Like, really, really, really boring to play at the low levels. It gets better when you're doing like 250 everywhere, but at the same time, there's no reason you couldn't have had more technical sections in the middle of the map and then had the fast cars run the highways and the edges. And a lot of the people I've asked are like, why is Hot Pursuit 2010 your favorite Need for Speed game? They normally bring up the multiplayer, where it's local multi or internet. So that's fair. That's a fair argument. I've never touched that game online, and I don't plan on it. It just isn't for me. Emerald, you're also not wrong. There's a reason I never did Forza Racing, really, because I knew I was just going to get mad. I only really do, like, competitive online racing in games that are very, like, you take it very serious. Like iRacing. Really just iRacing, honestly. But if I had more time, I could do ACC, F1. Like, even F1's a bit wacky. I don't know if I would do, like, just onlines. So yeah, that probably skews my opinion a bit, but Hot Pursuit 2 is a banger. The soundtrack rules. The handling is fantastic. I can't stress that enough. A Viper or an F50 on extreme handling, the ass end does not know what to do with itself, and it's so fun to drive. The police are like the right amount of chaotic. Try Gran Turismo 4 online. Nope. I didn't have any online at all until the 360. Canada's, like, internet is not as good as the rest of the world. So even if I did have, like, the adapter and I had a PS2 in my computer room, because those were things back in my day when I was but a wee lad. I don't think we would have had the internet to support it. I played
The Solar Crown is now in full swing.
Project Torque a lot
Suspense is at
online.
an all-time high.
Because surprisingly, for as goofy of a game that was, a lot of people took it. Like, once you got out of intro lobbies, people took it seriously. They're still, like, rubbing. It's exactly what I expected from an arcade racing game. Nobody was actively trying to kill each other, but, like, a little bump here and there is, if he dies, he dies. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm playing racing in GT7, it's not an arcade game, but that's what I expect. I don't want everyone to full throttle me in turn 1 all the time, but also I expect to get hit if you're within, like, a car length of me. And that's okay. It's not, but it's okay. Oh, it's so good. The F50 NFS edition, like, I could drift that around the track where the start-finish line is on a bridge. Like, it's a city track. You just fucking whip that thing. It was so fun to drive. Oh, Meister. Okay. Midnight Club. I tried going back to LA a while ago, and it just didn't click for me. Maybe I just wasn't... So, what a lot of streamers do, or content creators, when they play something like Need for Speed or Most Wanted or Midnight Club or anything that requires a lot of car customization, is they let the chat make the car. No. Every car I had was a fucking abomination. Like, it was all 18 different colors and, like, on 24s. That's good for a joke, but when every car looks like that, I stop caring. So maybe that's why. We've also went back and played Midnight Club 3. Unfortunately, because of DMCA, it would take literally hundreds of hours to edit the one song out of the VODs. So the VODs are just dead for that. They're on. I have them saved and they're on Twitch. So if you ever want to watch me play that, the VODs still exist. They're just not on YouTube, unfortunately. I didn't like it as much as I thought as I would. The racing's definitely a lot more chaotic. The car list is a bit deeper, and the customization options are deep. But especially going back and playing Underground 2 right now, it's just better for me in every way. But I also completely understand why, like, Underground 2 is not a simcade at all, but, like, the driving is still very grounded in reality. Midnight Club's fucking bonkers, and I think that's what people like about it. It just doesn't grip me that much. Like the power-ups and the driving on two wheels, and when you get to the end game races for that, it literally there is no racing. It's if you can hit no traffic, you just win. And it got very frustrating towards the end, and it runs like shit on a PS2. And I'm not gonna sit here and say they're bad, but some people were telling me it was like, oh, it's so much better, one of the best racing games of all time. I'm like, I don't know about that. But I will have to, I'm going to revisit Midnight Club LA at some point. And actually try to make cars that I like and buy cars that I like. And then we'll do what we always do. And if we need an SUV, that'll be the bastard car. Uh-oh. Oh, 1 and 2 were apparently, like, CBT. Like, really hard. Sexy, sexy car. Sexy chatter. What's up, Sprinkle? I don't know how to explain what just happened without there being a penis joke. I have liquid all over me. I missed the hole. My shirt's wet. Mikey fucking way, everybody. I may have to. Oh yeah, I'm soaked in coffee. I'm gonna have to go change shirts. It looks like I just busted a load on my stomach. Like, it's gross. At least, like, get it to where it's not soaked. Okay, that'll do. I'll have to throw in the wash after streaming. I don't want to get up, change shirts just to stream for another 20 minutes. I'm used to drinking out of a regular mug, so I was just like, ugh! And then no, I spilled it all over myself. This is good. I like this conversation right now. I like this discourse. This is not the discourse I thought we were gonna have today, but I'm grateful for that. I don't know. Yeah, there's a long list of games I'd like to play through.
The engines are heating up on the starting line. The final moments of
very long.
anticipation before
Like, I collect games. That's my fun thing that I do.
What surprise?
Until I started DJing, now I don't really collect games as much because that's expensive. Actually, you know what? If you're into racing games and you want to collect physical media, you're not really in trouble. The most expensive game that I've ever bought for my collection was F-Zero GX for about $80. because it's a very, I love that game. It sucks. It's so bad, but I love it so much. It's such a fucking goofy racing game. I love it to death. It challenges me physically and mentally every time I play it, but it's so fun. So I wanted like a really nice physical version of it, not sealed or anything crazy. Oh, Saturn, you have no fucking clue. You have no idea. It took me forever to get through the story mode, and then I realized there was 2 other difficulties that were worse. I played it on easy and was like, this sucks. Really, Dorset? Blur I paid 25, and then Most Wanted I think I got for like 10 bucks, but this was like 5 years ago, so maybe it's worse now. I was gonna say, racing games, a lot of times if you go to like, don't go to known resellers. So if you go to flea markets or like not garage sales. If you go to flea markets or like retro game stores, they know what everything in there is worth. They've looked everything up on eBay. They've price checked again and again and again. They know what to charge for their shit. However, if you go to like a pawn shop that sells like TVs and like everything, or a flea market where it's, oh, fuck me, asshole, stupid mother shit, come in my mouth, 30 to 40, that's completely fucking reasonable though. When you think of like, if I want to buy Smash Brothers for GameCube, it's like $90. If I want to get Mario Party for the N64 to play with my friends when they come over, it's like $100-something. Like 40 bucks for a retro game is not crazy. And it grosses me out to say the 360 is a retro, but unfortunately that is the truth now. But if you go to like normie like game seller places, they just see a car on it, go, that is a sports game, and then charge fucking nothing. I've been trying to collect the old, like the PS2 NASCAR games, the ones I like at least. So I think 03, 04, and 05, and maybe 02. But Thunder 2004 is like my childhood NASCAR game. I'm not that big into NASCAR anymore, but I still want it. I bought it, but it doesn't work. Very sad. Really hard to find them because a lot of game stores just won't take NASCAR games, or if they do, they'll only pay you like a couple bucks. So it's not even worth it because it says EA Sports on it. So they're just like, this game is worth nothing. But if you try to buy it on something like eBay, Craigslist, whatever, you have people who just go, it's a PS2 game, therefore it's worth $20+. No. NASCAR Thunder is worth like $5 at most. Oh. I thought that was the turn. I'm stupid. I'm not paying 20 bucks for a fucking NASCAR game on the PS2. You guys are out of your minds. So when I went to, I forget what it was called. It's a big like pawn shop. Chain in the U.S., or at least in Georgia where I was. Like I bought my My Chemical Romance record there. I got some old Initial D manga there. But they had basically every NASCAR game I was looking for, all for under 10 bucks. And they looked like they were good quality until I fucking opened the case. My mistake. That's not to say like video game resellers are inherently bad, by the way. Like I used to go to a couple local stores. I still go to a local flea market all the time whenever I'm looking for games. Because I can't put a price on being able to walk into a store, look at the cartridge, look at the contacts, look at everything, and then go, this is it. I want this one. I bought Juice 2 off of eBay, and fucking I got here and the case looked great, but the disc was all cracked and shit. Like my Juice 2 disc, if we didn't beat the game, it was gonna fucking disintegrate. Like, that's a good question, Skelly. That's a really good question. I stopped buying games. My entire plan was to like do those streams as I bought more games and test them on stream. So play them for an hour and go, this sucks, or this is fun. I'm gonna drive the Sagaris. I'm gonna regret it, but I want to drive it. I haven't driven it yet. I bought it just because it was cool.
Get ready, folks. This could be the turning point of the championship.
The turning point, get it? Because the
Today,
track's
there's
got
no room for errors. This is a
turns.
race against the clock.
No, I'm not proud of myself. Yeah, I forget what the place was called. It's not Barnes & Noble. That's a bookstore. I unfortunately do not remember. We went to like 4 different stores that day. Yeah, this is the best sounding inline 6 I've ever heard. Second and Charles, that was it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that place rules. It's like a bookstore, but it's filled with everything. So like old DVDs, records, CDs, games, books. It's like a pawn shop, but only like the cool shit, not like knives and old TVs and stereos that smell like cigarettes. Unless you're into that kind of thing. The diff noises in this actually are pretty rad. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Or the transmission whine, whatever it is. I also want to go back and play any of the Tokyo Extreme Racers. That day will come. I feel like the way I played through it was probably not the right way of doing it. I tried playing through 3. I played a little bit of Drift and Drift 2, but not enough to remember if they were any good or not. I still need Import Tuner Challenge. I don't have it yet. It's a little bit too expensive for me to just buy it on a whim, but maybe if I get paid this week, maybe I'll peruse eBay and see if there's anything for cheap. It's also not that common either. But I played through TXR 3. And my problem with that game is it was so grindy. Like, not a whole lot changed in the 5 or 10 hours I played it. Like, I started playing it for YouTube and then just lost interest and never went back to it. But a lot of games that get really grindy are a lot easier to stream rather than record. Because if it gets boring, I can just do what I'm doing now and just talk to you guys about whatever. I think I made a poor choice of vehicle here, or I just drove it like a wiener. I didn't realize this was a time thing. Yeah, I've heard from multiple people that if I'm gonna play any of the Drift games, go for Drift 2. And also don't expect drifting the way I want to do it. Like, there is drifting, but kind of not really. It's more like a Toge racer than a drift game, which is cool. That's fine. I like Toge too. I like any sort of like Japanese car culture. But yeah, I definitely want to revisit 3 and give it another try, because maybe like I just let the boring parts get to me too much, or the grindy parts get to me too much. But I think I have all of them now. Yeah, it's not a drifting game. The title is misleading from what I understand. The drifting is more like power sliding, and it's like a means to an end. It's not like the whole game. Another thing too is waiting for me in Atlanta, Georgia is a Sega Dreamcast that I was going to come back and pick up this year, but my wallet and the state of the world had other ideas because it would have been international travel. So that opens up the original TXRs. I've never owned a Dreamcast, but I always thought it was cool as fuck. So my like unwritten rule for collecting is I don't really go out of my way just to get things because they're cool. My collection is all games I always wanted to own or rented as a kid, with a couple exceptions. Like, I bought Driven because it was $2. Like, I had no interest. I'd never even heard of a Driven video game, which, for good reason. It blows hot ass. It's funny, but it blows hot chunks. So I'm not going to go buy, like, an Atari or, like, an NES. Like, I never played an NES in my life, and I don't really have any ambition to. Or like a Sega Genesis. Like, I never grew up with a Genesis, so I don't really have any interest in it. I'm sure there's a lot of great games for the Genesis. It just does nothing for my nostalgia, right? Which is, at the end of the day, you're collecting physical... we were talking about this in Ryan's stream the other day. Collecting games is like collecting physical representations of your memories. So if I have no memories with a game, a console, a franchise, or whatever, I'm not going to go out of my way and spend hundreds of dollars to get a version of it. However, I do want a transparent or translucent N64. I want a purple one. I lost my see-through purple controller, and I don't know where it is. And I think the only way to get one is to buy a whole console, and they're probably like $200. That's fine. That'll be a Christmas present from me to me someday. I just won that, too. Yeah, but there's a lot of good, like, racing game origin stories on the Dreamcast. Like, the last Rush game, the best version was on the Dreamcast. Crazy Taxi, TXR, Sega GT, I think. I don't know too much about Sega stuff in general, but... we were just talking about that, Bear. I don't know how much you've heard. I was like, I need to play through 3 again and give it a try, and like a genuine attempt.
From the starting line for a new
not
challenge of Solar
play it by myself for 6 hours at a time and go, this is fucking boring, and then never come back to it. Yeah, we're just doing what we normally do and play TDU, just talking about racing games. Not a complaint. I think I'm going to stay away from the PS2, though, for a bit. When I want to get a... for those who know what it is, it's a Aeroteq 5X. For those who don't know what that is, it's a very, very good upscaler for basically every retro console. Right now, I have a different upscaler for basically everything that I want to use. My solution for the N64 is a bit too bright in the contrast, but the quality is there. It's fine. It's not amazing, but it's okay. My component upscaler, or my red, green, blue, whatever you want to call it, sucks. It's fucking awful. PS1 games don't look too bad, but PS2 games look terrible. I thought Midnight Club 3 looked okay, but then I tried to play Underground 2, and it looked fucking awful. So, I'm gonna buy that Aeroteq. It's basically like a Framemeister or a OSSC, if you know anything about that. But a little bit more user-friendly and way more cost-effective. It's $300, which is not cheap, but it's also a professional piece of equipment. Somebody who just wants to get their PS2 to work on their HD TV can go to Amazon and spend $20 and get a solution. But I obviously have other uses. Oh, you just played it in an emulator. Listen, I know. Emulators make me mad. Emulators make me really angry. Sometimes they work great, sometimes they don't work great. Sometimes it's like all you gotta do is change this one setting. Sometimes it doesn't run well at all. It's a headache. Granted, so is original hardware, but it's like either the thing work or the thing no work. Like, if the game is skipping, then you have a bad disc. It's not like you gotta go in the settings and change 17 different things. Or maybe your console's fucked. Like, you know, there's a lot less troubleshooting. And more like, does the thing work? No? Garbage, you know? Also, good brain chemical on, like, having a completed save on an actual memory card that you did on an actual console. So, I'm gonna probably chill on the PS2 playthroughs until I upgrade that. So I think all we've played is Eve of Destruction, and well, all that I've recorded is Eve of Destruction and Midnight Club 3. Eve of Destruction didn't look bad. Midnight Club 3 looked terrible, but I figured that was just Midnight Club 3 not aging well. And then Underground 2, I couldn't even make out the text on the license plate, and I was like, I can't have this. Not Underground 2. This game is too, like, iconic to look like shit on a Let's Play. I'm not gonna go back and I might re-record Midnight Club 3 someday, but today is not that day. Like, not within the next 4 years. I have no ambition of playing that game anytime soon again. But I'd have to go and turn a bunch of songs off so it doesn't get DMCA'd to death. I still want to put together the clip video of that playthrough. Just search up Midnight Club 3 on my channel and save all the clips and just post that as a video and go, if you would like to watch the full playthrough, here's the playlist. I've never played Midtown Madness. I don't know a damn thing about it. Stuff like that would be cool too, like games that I know have big fan bases or like a cult following, to be able to finally give them a bash. However, having no nostalgia to like those games, I might just go into them and be like, this sucks, and some people's heart would just break right in front of them. But at the same time, I have a feeling that a lot of you guys are mature enough to where if I'm playing your favorite game of all time and I'm like, this blows, and at least have a half decent reason for it, a lot of you be like, okay, cool, that's just his opinion. But however, Proto Midnight Club, I thought I played a Flash game called Midtown Madness, but I'm probably just misremembering. What's up, Beardo? We're chilling. Doing the high A2 series in my Genetter. Whoa! 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 Angry. Holy shit, calm down. Dude, the Genetta actually rules. I love this car a lot. It's fast, it handles well. It's got really good turn-in, actually. Got good grip at high speed. It's got a bit of a wiggly bum, but it just makes it fun to drive. Good brakes. Rally Sport Challenge 2. I want to play Sega Rally Revo for the 360. Well, Barry, some people take opinions too seriously, and I think everybody's kind of guilty of it. But what a lot of people will do, and this is a guess, I'm guesstimating here, is like, let's talk Midnight Club 3, right? Because that's a game that I don't really love as much as a lot of other people do. Some people will take that as, I don't think this game is good, therefore you're wrong, your opinion's wrong, and you don't know what you're talking about. Not the truth, which is, we're two different people with two different interests, with two different sets of brains that produce two different sets of good brain chemicals. So something that you could think is like objectively great, I might go, yeah, that's not for me. You know what I mean?
The Solar Crown has a new champion. Our challenger has beaten all.
I think there's things that are objectively bad. I don't think there's things that are objectively like amazing, especially just with media. The funny man sounds like an entity that appears in my bedroom when I
Forget
take
the cameras
40.
and championships.
Nice.
Just me and you on the highway, and we'll
Later,
determine
Scoop.
who's the best. I'm so sure of myself that I'm ready to bet my car.
I'm Deluxe Firm. I wasn't even using it.
You are driving in the wrong direction. Turn around when possible.
I'd like to drive my car, but it will not move. There we go. Like, my perfect example about the whole opinion thing is I don't understand what happened to Ryan Burton to where the words bad opinions even come out of his mouth. Like, that doesn't exist. There's no such thing. An opinion is subjective. You could think like something that everyone thinks is terrible. You're like, that's great, I love it. It's not a bad opinion, it's your opinion. There's no such thing.
Turn right. Your destination is 1 mile away. Turn right.
Yeah, Barry, that's a bit more... That's a good analogy. Not the one I would have went with, but it's accurate. But also, in fairness, there are other people that will make you feel stupid for having a different opinion than them, which is because they have a small penis.
Your destination is a half a mile away.
If we have a disagreement on something that doesn't matter, so like art, so that I include like music, movies, video games, shit that's not not relevant, really. You know? Like, your opinion on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is not going to change the fucking world.
You were driving
It's
in the
just a
wrong
thing,
direction.
you know?
Turn around when possible.
If at the end of the conversation you can't just go, I respect your opinion, then you shouldn't be sharing opinions on the internet. From either side. What's up,
You
penis?
want me to give you a bit of a lead?
No, hand job. He's not gonna give me a hand job, is he? It's good brain chemical. Like things that make you happy. Just good brain chemical is the short version of that. The dopamine, the serotonin. Oh, okay. Okay. Frame rate. Is this an Elgato moment, or I hope not? Especially in the racing game community, dude. So many people are so like, you have to think like me or you're just wrong. Maybe I just notice it more because I'm here, but like, it's yucky. I regularly say how much I don't like Need for Speed 2015, but people have come in here like, I love it. It's one of my favorite games. I was like, okay, cool. That's awesome. I don't agree with you, but at the same time, like, who fucking cares? If that makes you happy, then that's awesome. I can't take that away from you. Excuse me. Shit. Excuse me. Thank you. What is happening in my video game right now? Like, if they found value in it, Emerald, you know what I mean? Like, they're not a bad person. They're not stupid. They're not negative. They're just, that's just... I don't agree with you. I can't see why, but if it makes you happy, bro, who am I to take that away from you? And people like to do this cool thing, too, where they don't realize what they're saying.
But what happened?
But
I lost?
I pushed the pedal harder.
I need to get things back on track.
Well, it's also not up to me. Oh, okay, it just gives me his car. I didn't request this. It's also not up to me or you to tell somebody, hey, what you don't like is not good enough. Here's all these other things that you would like instead. Whoopee. Like, oh, you like this band that sucks? Like, oh no, let me show these other bands. You're gonna like these so... Nah, like, if you approach somebody like that, they're just gonna think you're being a dick. No, I know you're not phrasing it negatively. I'm taking what you're saying and extrapolating from it. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm using what you're saying as a jump off point to talk about something else.
Your destination is 1.5 miles
Because it kind of
away.
alludes to what I was getting at anyway before I stammered and saw the dude in the turtleneck get mad that I stole his car.
Your destination is 1 mile away.
But in the context, let's use it in the context of like someone who makes stuff online, like either you video maker or streamer or whatever. If they're like, oh, I love this game, it's one of my favorite games, I'm gonna play it on the internet, and someone's like, wow, this game blows XD. Like, wow, okay, you're shitting on my shit. Like, don't be a jerk.
Your destination is a half a mile.
But a lot of people are
away.
like, no, I'm just doing them a favor. That's such a yucky mentality. Where's the thing? Like, why are you playing the crew? The crew sucks. Play Forza
Your
XDDDD.
destination is a half
Like,
a
that's-
mile away.
Go away.
Turn left. Your destination is.
I literally just wanted to go in the crater and see what the crater was about. This car sounds fantastic. But yeah, Emerald, I wasn't trying to say that you were implying that you were doing anything wrong. I saw what you said, and my brain was already going somewhere, so I was like, cool, I'll just use this and use it as like stretch out from there. Okay, the red line isn't great, but everything else sounds great. Fantastic. It turns so good, too. What the hell? Those new GPUs. Out of my price range. I saw like, what, 1,500 US? I'm good. That's gonna be like $2,000 Canadian. I'll pass. Maybe next time. Isn't there a house up here? There is. Oh no, it might be a club. Oh no, it's definitely a house. Oh no, it's absolutely a club. I'm dumb. I bet you they used these as like little mountain roads to race on back in the day. That's a wall. I love how wheel spins in third at 120 coming over a crest. This car rules. It doesn't even look that bad either. The graphic on the side's terrible, but luckily I don't have to look at the side of the car. Okie dokie. Oh, there's one road to the right. I'm doing the Horizon thing and discovering the roads. I'm not gonna do the whole map, obviously. It'll take me like 6 months, but especially with all the dirt roads, sheesh. Ooh, oh. I might go spend money that I don't have. I was like, it's Wrestle Night tonight at the, it's AEW friggin', what's it called? Grand Slam at Arthur Ashe. There's a couple matches that I wanted to watch, but I want snacks and I don't have any. I finished my bag of chips last night, but I could just go to the store and get more, but that's a waste of money. All right, what do we got? This is literally it. It's not the last championship, but we're getting there. What about you? Is there any of these that are close? I got 4 minutes. Oh, shit. I can fast travel like right there. I spilled coffee all over myself and did nothing about it. What a disgusting slob.
This icon represents an event where someone is in need of your help. Successfully completing events will help you to progress to higher levels.
Who nutted on the front of my car?
Can you please drive me to my meeting? It's urgent. I desperately need to be there on time.
Are you from New York? There's 100 of these. Holy shit. I did. Disrespectful.
Faster.
I just started. Stokely Hathaway, relax. Oh, the cum's gone. Thank you, business suit guy, for cleaning my car of the nut that was on it. Oh, I made a poor choice.
Can you step on it? I can't miss my meeting.
Dude, I will fucking stop this car if you don't shut the hell up. I swear to God. I will take you to the airport and bring you to Spain if you don't shut the hell up. Oh, Italian tuner. That's huge. Oh, why would you do that? Yeah, this thing sounds rowdy. I love a high raving European V8. I like my LSs and my Coyotes as much as anybody else, but there's something about like an AMG V8 or a Jaguar V8. I'm going the wrong. Well, that guy's fucking dead. Jag V8 or Audi V8. It just sounds so nice. So much more angry. An American V8 sounds tough. A European V8, depending on the V8, sounds upset. I didn't want to be an engine. But now that I am... That's what they sound like. You're welcome. We got a minute. Okay, we got lots of time. Yeah, it's like, how do I compare this? In my mind, it's like Sylvester Stallone versus Jason Statham. Like the characters they play. Like Rambo will obviously kill you, but will kill you like with a huge gun and like explosives, grandiose, and like Jason Statham is just like, I will murder you because I want you dead, and will do it however he can. Like I fear that more than the big gun man.
Thank you for your help. Goodbye.
I gotta do 100 of these things. That's gonna take me forever. They're good for discovery though, so that's cool. Well, ladies and germs, we are nearing the end of our video game. If I take a quick look at this, progress and whatever, we have wait, hold on, 53% of the cups. Oh, because there's like 5. We're 85% of the way done the championships. We've done all the duels. We've done all the racing school. No, I talked about that earlier, Beardo. I think I'm gonna beat all of, like, do all the competition stuff, and then use that as a gauge on how much of the other stuff I want to do. So we're 67% done, not counting the instant challenges and the multiplayer challenges, because I can't do either of these. Collection, I don't know what we're gonna do. I feel like I can just buy shit, and this would complete these to like 100%. So just get money, buy things. So I don't know if that's really worth putting a lot of time and effort into. Buying all the cards would be cool. Discovery, I want to do the treasure hunts for sure, and maybe the photographers and maybe the events. But getting all the roads, if I don't have them by the end of the game, I'm not really worried about it. And then I can't do anything social. Obviously, I can't do any of this. So, what I would have to do is these 3 things when we're done. And that's really about it, right? So we'll see. It depends on how much you guys want to watch. It depends on how interested you guys are on the playthrough at the time. So we'll see how that goes.